Hey Jenny. The HR told me that you're a high school graduate. You don't have a college degree. Am I right about that?
Hi, Bob. Well, yeah, that's true. But what's this about? Is there a problem?
Well, if that's true, then sure, this is a big problem. Why didn't you tell me about this before? I am only finding out about this today.
Do you mean about me not having a college degree?
Yeah. What else do you think are we talking about?
I'm sorry. I didn't intend to hide it. It's written on my resume, though.
How do you think this looks to me? And how do you think you were promoted to where you are now? You think a lousy high school graduate gets to be a section manager here? That's totally unheard of.
I'm sorry about that, Bob. I don't know what to tell you now. Like I said, I wasn't trying to hide that fact. I thought I got the job here because I passed all of the interviews and tests. I thought HR does a thorough screening before hiring people anyway. Shouldn't this be an issue that should be raised with them and not me?
You were the one who liked this company, Jenny. So it's you who I should be talking to. Besides, I've already spoken to HR. And they say they are considering to promote you to general manager.
Oh, really? That's great. Are you sure I should be knowing this now?
Well, I wouldn't get your hopes up. Because that's not gonna happen.
What? I'm sorry, but what is this about? Why is this being brought up now all of a sudden? I've been with this company for more than 10 years. I've been nothing but loyal to this company. What's going on? I thought you and I were okay.
I'm the general manager here and you ain't gonna take over my position.
Well, I heard you were going to retire soon. Surely this promotion is referring to after you retire, right?
No, I haven't spoken to anyone about retiring yet. They're all just planning ahead without consulting me. So don't you dare think you can take over my role here. Not a low-life idiot who only went to high school like you. You think someone like that is adequate enough to take over what I've been doing for more than 20 years here?
Well, then if that's the case, so be it. I don't think it's my place to say who gets to take over your position anyway.
Do you think you can talk to me like that? You spoiled little brat. You think you can get things handed to you on a silver spoon? You're wrong.
What do you mean?
You owe me an apology.
Excuse me? Why? I've got nothing to be sorry for.
You're starting to really piss me off now. You don't even care that you've lied to this entire company about your academic background. You speak down to me when I'm your manager. You conspire to take over my role here. And you don't even have the decency to quit. You're just a pathetic douchebag.
Why are you calling me these horrible names? And why you want me to quit my job now? Are you really going to take it this far? I told you, Bob. I never hid the fact that I didn't go to college. I'm sorry, but you've never been involved in promotions. So perhaps that's why no one spoke about this to you.
You saying I'm useless?
No. I don't mean to say that. Those are your words, not mine. I'm just saying that it's mainly up to HR who they want to promote and what not. We've never intervened with the promotion process. So unless there was some dramatic change that I didn't know about, we'll never be involved either.
You know who's useless around here? You are the useless. You never belong here. My daughter just graduated college with a management degree. She's coming to work for this company. But I won't let a college grad like her work under a high school grad like you. No way will that happen.
I think it's great that your daughter just graduated college. Congratulations to her and congrats to her getting a job here. But I don't think that her and I should be compared like that. I don't think that's fair.
Shut up! You dare talk to me like that again. You'll regret it. Don't forget who's the boss here.
Yeah, but what's that supposed to mean? Am I supposed to feel threatened here?
You idiot! I'm going to get you fired.
Why would you do that? What are the grounds for firing me?
For not having a college degree and lying about it to us. And your lousy attitude. Your incompetence. What more of a reason do you need around here? I'll talk to HR first thing tomorrow morning.
I've been nothing but a hard-working and loyal employee here. And you're about to fire me for not having a college degree?
That's right. I'll have my own daughter take over your role instead. That's perfect. You're a woman, so you don't have as big of a responsibility as the men here. Anyone can do your job around here. But your daughter hasn't even officially started working here yet.
There's a ton to learn here. How is she going to be able to manage that so quickly? And since when did gender have to do with job?
My daughter is a fast learner. There won't be anything she can't handle.
But you don't even know half of what I do every day.
There's no need. I can find out soon enough. I don't want to waste any more of my time now. Prepare yourself to leave this company.
What? Bob, let's be calm about this.
The boxes will be on your desk by the end of the day. So tomorrow will be the last day of your work here.
Tomorrow? No way, tomorrow is way too soon. You can't do this to me. You don't have the authority to do this.
Hey Jenny. I just spoke with the guys in HR. You're fired.
So you really were being serious about it all. You really are going to have me fired. And have your daughter take over my role here.
Yes. That's what we've been talking about the past few days.
Are you sure that that's what you want to be doing here? Do you really know what you're getting yourself into, Bob? There's a lot of trouble coming your way. And I hope you can see that.
No. You're the one who needs to see what you're doing to this company. You're ruining our reputation, and this will eventually affect our profits. It's only a matter of time until this business falls apart because of a lying idiot like you. All right. You just need to get out of here. Now. My daughter will take care of the rest. She's much more competent than you are. You'll see how much of a waste of space you were soon enough. You better make the most out of your last day at the office.
You're going to regret this, Bob. Let me warn you in advance. And don't come crying to me. And begging to take me back.
What? Are you insane? You're not only a liar and incompetent, but conceited as well. I told you that you're a waste of space. Get out.
Fine. Bob, you can have it your way. Even if this company were to take me back. So long as you're still here, I won't be able to work with you anyway. Let alone breathe the same air as you. I'm done here. I hope you're happy now. I'll be gone by the end of the day today. So don't worry about me.
What? Who's going to care? Who do you think you are? No one will even notice that you're not here anymore.
Okay. From here on out, you're on your own.
Jenny. Come to the office right now. Reply to my message. Come on, Jenny.
Excuse me? Who are you?
Who am I? Have you forgotten about the people you used to work with?
Well, no. But I don't recall anyone being so rude to me there. Unless it's Bob. He'd be the only one who'd be so crude. Is that you then?
How dare you? Yes, it's me. You idiot.
Right, what can I do for you?
I just told you get to this office right now. I mean it right now.
I'm sorry. If you can recall, you're the one who made me quit my job there. Why would I go back?
Just shut up and come here. I'm giving you a chance to redeem yourself here. I'll be waiting.
Excuse me? A chance to redeem myself? Is this a joke? Are you crazy? Do you even remember what you did to me? Look, I'm busy. Bye.
Busy? You're unemployed. How can you be busy? Don't make me laugh. I know you have nowhere to go. All you have is time on your hands. Look at what you did to us in this business. You better come back and fix all of this.
Oh, you want me to come back now? Didn't I tell you that you'd regret doing what you did to me? I told you you'd be looking at trouble if you got rid of me. But you went ahead and did it anyway. You shot yourself in the foot.
What are you talking about? I know you have nothing to do every day. I'm giving you a chance to come here and earn some money, so you can put food on the table. So now are you telling me you're not going to take my offer? Just be a good girl and take it.
Wow, listen to you. I wonder what people would think if they read this conversation. Well, Bob, I don't know what's gotten into you. But what makes you think that I'm unemployed? I got a job as soon as I left the company. I'm pretty much settled in at my new job now.
What? No. I don't believe it. I don't believe a word that comes out of your mouth. Who'd hire a high school grad like you? There's no way that anyone would give you a role. Especially not in this economic field.
Well, I guess you were wrong. You are very wrong. Do you forget that I did work there for a decade? How much of a connection do you think I built while I was there? I know a lot of people, Bob, and by that I mean good clients. Good clients who were kind enough to offer me a new job.
Shut up. Stop lying.
Bob. Isn't it true that since I quit, a lot of your clients who used to work with me have discontinued or canceled their contracts?
How do you know about that? That's insider information. Did you plot all of this? Is this your doing?
Oh, please don't make me laugh. I'm working for Paul. You remember him, right? He was one of our biggest clients. It seems like he liked me a lot. And enough to take me on as one of his employees.
Paul? That can't be true. You're working for him now?
That's right, and I love it. I'm the head of sales here. I have a great team who work with me. And my role is way more exciting than what I used to do when I worked with you. Getting fired from that job was a blessing in disguise for me. In fact, I would have quit much earlier if I had known I could work here. So Bob, thanks for getting me fired.
What you're talking about? Do you know what you've done to this company? Ever since you quit, our sales have been plummeting. All of our major clients have moved. And they even canceled our contract. We hardly have any business going on with these clients. We're on the verge of going bankrupt. This is all your fault.
Excuse me? What are you talking about? However, where are you, lovely daughter? You used to be proud of her. You said nothing she can't resolve. Maybe she can't handle that problem, right?
This isn't funny at all, Jenny. My daughter is just a greenhorn, she lacks of experience.
Don't you see that the only person to blame for getting your business to where you are right now is you? You're the one who fired me. Just because I don't have a college degree? You think that justifies firing me? And all of a sudden, out of nowhere. And then your sexist, misogynistic comments you threw at me. You could go to court with that.
Idiot.
Well, that's what you often call me.
You better take responsibility for all this.
I didn't think so. I'm done here. I've nothing to do with you. You and your inexperience should find the way out. So, bye.
Wait, Jenny.
Once I left, their business took a huge turn for the worse. Bob ended up pleading for me to come back to solve this huge crisis. But no way I helped him out. Not long after that, Bob's company really did file for bankruptcy. Apparently, his wife took her daughter and left him. He's jobless and penniless now. I am happy with my new role where I'm more appreciated.
Hey sweetheart, did you receive the salary?
How's it going, Mom?
You haven't sent me any money from the month before.
How about your salary? Life in the capital is too expensive and I want to keep a little money for the rainy day. If I go to the hospital, I can save myself.
I don't care, but you need to send me $5,000 every month on the first day. Are you understand?
Mom, I have just graduated the university, so I try to find a job.
Don't talk too much, I don't listen to you. Do you really want your mother die because of starvation or becoming homeless?
Sorry, Mom, I am surely that I have told you about it, but I guess I haven't. I can't provide you money every month, it's too hard for a newbie like me. Why have you never asked me about my health?
What? Why can't you? What do you mean you're not sending? Didn't you see what I said about me starving?
Actually, I am jobless now.
What? So who can provide me money every month? Who can submit school fee for your sister?
I have some reason. My company have a debt, so it stopped working for a little time. And when it can stabilize, I can come back.
So what you want to tell me is you are eating the bread of idleness?
Mom, why can you talk about me like that?
Are you kidding me? Who raised you and give you the best conscience to go to school? So now when you can make money, you have to do your obligation. That is giving me money and care about your sister. Now I am too old and you are not the baby that I have to care about you too much. Are you understand? What the hell do you think you are doing? You are the only hope in this family. So never told me something like you have quitted your job or you want to follow your future dream.
What do you mean by I'm your only hope?
I totally given up on your sister.
You mean Regina or Rihanna? Rihanna is still a student, don't put any press to her mom. So what wrong with Regina? I thought she found a job working near home right after she graduated.
She actually never worked a single day.
What are you talking about?
It's kinda a hilarious story that she forgot to show up at work on the first day. You know why? She was going to bar the day before and she drank too much.
How is that a funny story?
I guess you had to be here. Anyway, she hasn't worked since she graduated the university. So I told her the only hope in this family.
Wait, what? She has money to play at the bar, but she didn't work. I remembered that you told me she founded a job and she was working. So she lied to me all the time? When I came home for the holiday, Regina was complaining about her jump to me.
I guess one day you can find that because I didn't have enough money for the daily life. I am going to tell you, but I just never seemed to find the right time.
What do you mean you couldn't find the right time? So what the heck is she doing now? Is she still babysitting at least?
Not even babysitting. She's at home all the time not doing anything. And sometime when she got boring, she came to bar and play with some naughty boys.
Why do you let her to be that pessin?
You know the quote, many a good cow has a bad calf, many a good father has but a bad son.
When I had my first job, I sent you about $1,000 a month, right?
Yes, I'm so proud of you at that time.
Oh yes, I remember that the time you hospitalized because of your backache and the medical bills were high. Then I increased the amount to $3,000 a month to help with TH injury and the fact that you couldn't work anymore.
I was so proud of you again when you agreed without a fuss and started sending me money. I was beyond happy.
Of course, I was worried you. You're my mom. But it seemed odd that Rachel was not working and your injury was around the same time.
Actually, that wasn't a coincidence.
You're joking me. I can't believe it. So you totally lied to me and made me send you Oni when I even didn't have food to eat. Do you know what I have to do? How much did I have to sacrifice to send you that $3,000?
I'm really sorry, Lucy. There was so much going on.
You used me money to help Regina went to the bar?
No, that's not right. The part where I had to stop working was true. The money you sent me was supperin' us too much. I wasn't too much for Regina, so don't worry about it.
Don't worry. I'm so pissed off. Do you even know what you're doing? How could you just depending on me to take care of everything for you? Aren't you embarrassed of what you're doing? I won't work and sacrifice my life for your stupidity.
That's a really big problem for me. Do you said the truth?
Of course, Mom. I have to put pressure on Regina, then she have to go to work. Don't worry, if she doesn't have money, she will have to find way to make money.
Then, Regina texted to Lucy.
Hey, sis, are you still pissed off? I wanted to apologize for lying to you, so please find a new job and help me and Mom with me money.
Stop talking nonsense, sis. Whenever you think you're actually wrong, I will talk with you. Now you just want to spend my money. It seemed like you didn't realize anything. Don't you think you're selfish? Go get a job and spend the money you made.
No way. I don't want to work. I hate working with the boss.
Just keeping that opinion, but remember that I'm not sending you any money from now on. If you don't have money, you can't do anything, and you have to find way to make money for a living.
How innocent you are. There are so many ways. That's why I am going to get married.
What? Stop doing unthinkable things. Get married?
I'm not dumb. I know I can't be unemployed forever. I will marry a rich man. So I come to the bar every night to find people who are interested in a serious relationship.
You're not making any sense. So you want to be a housewife? These men will look down to you, sister. Women who can't make money are unworthy, and she's considered to not have any value.
Of course I know that, but being a housewife helps me get rid of working. Because I don't have to do anything. You know what? I found a perfect guy and he finds a woman who can take care of his house too. And he makes a great salary. He already told me I don't need to do anything around the house. It was so easy because I wrote on my profile that I don't know to do anything.
I am beyond words right now. You find a man on the internet? What are you really thinking?
We've been dating for a bit and we are already talking about getting married.
What? You will marry a man that you just met twice? Are you serious, Regina?
You know what? I can tell him that my sister is unemployed. That's not funny at all. What are you going to do if he doesn't marry me because he thinks my sister's an unemployer?
What? Why wouldn't you look back to yourself? You even spend my money. You can't make money.
I don't care, but you need to find another job. I can't have a loser for a sister. That's a super embarrassing.
Wow, you're truly self-centered and selfish. I won't give a crap about you and Mom. So just do what you want, even get married.
Lucy, how it's going? Why you didn't contact me for 2 months? How are you? Did you get a new job?
I have so many chances, and now I choose one company. I'm fine, Mom. I am too angry because of Regina. Now I do the charity for I volunteer. And it gives me no salary. It's just helped me gain experience.
So you can't make money now?
Yes, I am just living my life and follow my dream. I didn't have to do the job I dislike just to make money for you and Regina. After 2 months, you and Regina still jobless?
Yes, I am old enough to get a job. And your sister are preparing for her marriage. I don't think I have a choice but to keep our distance. I don't want your sister be looking down to just because of the jobless sister.
What? Are you serious?
I told him that Regina couldn't work because she was ill. He accepted. So I think you should get away from us to get rid of a bad look and embarrassing.
Oh, come on. Look who's talking. I send you money every month, so now you treat me like that? Am I your daughter? Or you have only child, that's Regina?
I was taking care of your sister while she was ill. So I can't be considered as an unemployed. So the problem just because of you. Doing the no-salary job? Ridiculous.
Mom, can you stop? You made me disappointed.
Her Phineas was really impressed with how I sacrificed for my daughter. What an idiot, by the way. But he's very rich, he runs his business. He makes a lot of income, so we don't need your support anymore. I just text to inform you that.
I am sorry, Mom. But I have to say that, you two are like parasites. So I am not needed anymore because I'm not employed.
Well, you know what they say, love lasts as long as money endures. Your sister seriously hit the jackpot with this guy, so you're not a good look for us. From now on, let's get a distance.
Okay, noted. I'm just in transition until I can apply for the biggest group in our country. Everything will be okay. I will live with the money I made. Not like you.
I don't care, girl.
You know that I was doing my best for my family, but I guess things like this happen. So I decide to keep the distance from you.
You're not my daughter.
All right then. If you don't need me anymore, I'll see you later, Mom. Please do me a favor and don't call me ever again.
Just be on your way and don't ever show your face around here again.
Lucy, what's going on? I saw you coming out with a super expensive condo the other day. Mom said you do the no-salary job and that you are hardly making any money. But I saw you with high-end items.
This time is not that time. I can find a job with a super high salary.
What?
That time I did the charity because I want to gain experience and build my reputation. So now I am working in the biggest group in our country.
It doesn't make sense to me, but it's super unfair that you get to live in a super nice condo.
Sorry, but I have no responsibility to explain my life to you. So please keep the distance like we have done before. I guess that you're the gold digger. Did you have happy life?
If I am happy, I won't text you like this. After we got married, he found out that I was lied about being sick.
That can be predicted easily.
So he told me to do the housework. I and Mom have to become the housemaid for him. I can't suffer from it anymore, so I decide to get divorced.
Haha, you fell in love for 2 days and then divorce after 2 months. I think it can become the best comedy ever.
I want to live with you in a condo.
What's wrong with your brain? You think I can accept a person like you? You're not my sister anymore. Please wake up. I have to go to work now, so goodbye. Then Mom texted to Lucy.
I have just heard from Regina that you are making a lot of money. That unbelievable.
So what? I can't help you anymore and now we're stranger. Remember you were the one told me to keep distance from you.
At time like these, I'm so glad I had daughters. Regina husband is too stingy that he didn't send me any money just one time. Lucy, start sending me money like the past.
I am sorry, I can't. You should think if you're worth or not. Can you stop contacting me like this? We didn't have any relationship. I'm happy because I can live for myself and don't have to care about anyone. I can do my favorite job. So goodbye, Mom. Thank for taking me to this world. I am sorry because I can't give you money anymore.
After that, Lucy blocked 2 of them and I didn't hear from them anymore.
Do you believe that your salary is excessive?
Please excuse me. Linda, with all due respect, why are you bringing up my salary?
I only now realize this. You did not attend a reputable college.
True, I didn't attend a prestigious university. But I went anyhow. Why? Is there something wrong with that?
So you went to a bad college and earned a poor education. I believe you are overestimating your abilities. And now you have a management position at this company.
My education was excellent. It's also irrelevant. That was a long time ago for me. I've already been the IT manager at this organization for 10 years.
However, you only attended college for 3 years. Given all of this, it's odd that we pay you such a high income.
True, I did not attend a prestigious university and dropped out after 3 years. However, before joining this company, I went back and graduated. I also believe that in the 10 years I've worked here, I've already demonstrated my ability. I'm not sure where all of this is coming from. To be honest, I don't appreciate how you're speaking to me after all of the time and effort I've put in to assist the company.
So, I believe we have been overly generous to you. Your experience consists of only 10 minutes of pitiful office drudgery.
That's an exaggeration. I worked really hard to get to this position. To be exact, 7 years. And I believe that in the 3 years I've been doing it, I've proven to the corporation that I am fully capable of managing the IT department. As I already stated, I've been here for 10 years and have performed admirably in my position. James appointed me to this position, and I believe my present wage is reasonable given that I am in charge of more sophisticated work.
You're exaggerating your own worth. Do you truly believe that what you do is amazing? Have you thought about it?
What? I was simply attempting to explain myself because you were interrogating me.
Because of your position in this organization, I believe you have formed a superiority complex. But I have a solution. Because your educational background and upbringing demonstrate that you are unfit for this position, I would prefer my son Galvin to take over. What do you think about that? He has a far superior education to you.
Galvin? I'm not convinced he'd be up to the task. He just finished college, didn't he? My position takes a lot of experience, and I don't believe he is prepared for it.
Please excuse me? I know my son is far more competent of performing your duties than you are. You have no right to speak to me in that manner. Do you even know to whom you're speaking? I'm the president's wife.
Yes, I recognize you. I was only attempting to be honest with you about my experience and expertise of the type of work I do. I know your son has an excellent education and has only been working here for 3 months. In dealing with clients, his position is typical of that of an office worker. On the other side, I deal with and build complex code, as well as program various objects. All I'm saying is that these occupations are completely different. He would be difficult to work with.
It would be more preferable if you did not work here.
What?
You don't appear to be thinking clearly about what Galvin is capable of. Furthermore, he is young and new here. He is deserving of a top position. You're merely taking up this space and getting in his way. I believe it is past time for you to depart and give someone else an opportunity.
Give another person a chance. That's not how it works.
It doesn't matter if that's not how it works. I'm in charge here. Oh, I had the most brilliant idea. Please keep it in mind.
I'm not looking forward to anything you have planned for me after this chat. You're just making me feel uneasy. What does this all mean?
Things are about to change drastically around here. Thank you for your time and effort, but I'll take over from here.
Huh? Galvin? What exactly is going on?
Have you heard the news yet? I suppose I spoke too much. It's probably best if you don't hear it from me. Or should I say something to you? Maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't.
What precisely do you mean? Why are you behaving in this manner? Please speak up if you have something to say.
But I also believe it would be strange if I were the one to inform you. In any case, don't you believe I should be in charge here? Your education level is significantly below mine, so I believe it would be common sense.
Sorry, but I have to disagree. I have 10 years more experience working at this company than you have. You've only recently begun working here and are just out of college.
However, I am the president's son.
Yes, I recognize that. In the workplace, you must still follow the rules. You do not have direct authority to any job position simply because you are the president's son. You, like everyone else, require appropriate experience and qualifications. To take on a role like mine, you must work your way up and demonstrate your ability. After all, your current job is very different from mine at this organization. It would be quite difficult for you to take over my position unexpectedly.
You're really annoying. I'm not concerned with following the rules, working my way up, or gaining experience. I'll get what I want if I want it. You keep telling me I need to do this or that, but I don't care. I can do whatever I want.
I'm just suggesting that with your current level of experience, you won't be able to comprehend my work. You also don't know how to manage things properly, based on the way you speak to me. You have been quite disrespectful. I would be delighted to assist you and teach you my work, and if you work hard enough, you could be qualified for my position in a few years.
No, I shouldn't have to be taught by someone like you. I don't have the patience for that. It doesn't really matter, things will be over soon for you.
What exactly do you mean? You keep saying odd things.
Everything will become clear to you tomorrow. You haven't heard from me. Anyway, thank you for all of your efforts. It is really appreciated by the company.
I'm not sure what the point of this conversation is. But I'll just have to wait till tomorrow to find out. I'm too busy right now to keep messaging. For the time being, say goodbye. Linda, what happened to the notice you left me?
What did you notice?
Please don't make fun of me. What do you mean I've been fired? Is James aware of what's going on?
Isn't I his wife? It makes no difference whether he or I fire you. It's all the same.
James is presently on business, and do you believe it is appropriate for you to manage significant corporate decisions on your own? He was the one who appointed me to this position. I believe you should have first spoken with him.
You are a nightmare to deal with. Who do you think you are? What you say is irrelevant. I am the one with decision-making authority. Take your valuables and depart if you comprehend what is going on. Starting tomorrow, don't come back.
I understand why you want to fire me. You care about your son and want the best for him. However, you continue to treat him and give him things he does not deserve, and it is beginning to reflect in his personality.
That is not how you talk about my son. I fired you, so that's the end of the tale.
Are you certain you want to go ahead with this? He won't be able to accomplish my work, which will pose huge problems for the company. He has only 3 months of typical office work experience.
What's the point? I've determined he's more than qualified for your post. Please be an adult and accept the current situation.
Are you sure? My job is quite difficult.
Just get up and go. I'm tired of squandering business funds on you.
What?
You are unqualified for this position. Galvin has a more formal education. It makes no difference to me how long you've been here. To summarize, you are ignorant and have an immature approach to life. Galvin will handle the rest.
After hearing how you and your son have spoken to me, I believe I have acted maturely with you. And do you truly believe I'm a squandering of business funds? You have no idea how difficult my job is or how much time I've devoted to assisting the company.
I don't care. Galvin will start as the new manager and programmer of the IT department tomorrow. We don't need you anymore. You've remained 10 years too long. You've been fired.
I get it. I'll go.
Good. Will you disappear?
Already finished. Before I go, I'd just like to let you know that I'm now working on a large project. If this project fails, the corporation will suffer a severe financial damage. Do you really want me to stop and leave right now? It's your last opportunity. Galvin will be unable to complete this project. If I quit now, he will be held accountable for the company's demise. Is that something you truly desire?
I don't give a damn. He can handle it. Leave and never return. You are a waste of time and money. Get out right now.
Understood. Keep in mind what I stated. Don't tell me you weren't warned.
Victor, hello. Do you think you'll be able to come to work today?
What?
You see, the last few days have been challenging. My hubby is also returning early from his trip. If he doesn't see you, I think he'll be upset. We've also been quite busy and require some additional assistance. So, could you kindly return beginning tomorrow?
However, you fired me. You want me to return? You truly enjoy bossing people about, don't you?
Please do not be impolite. Remember, I'm James' wife?
Yes, of course. As a result, James is returning early. I thought he was going to be gone for much longer. What is his reason for returning so soon?
It's because a lot has transpired while you've been gone. It's too complicated to explain. Please return. We can go through everything in further detail tomorrow.
I will not return.
Why not?
You and your son were both extremely disrespectful to me before firing me.
But I have granted you permission to return. You are no longer fired. It makes no difference. Simply come in tomorrow morning and we'll discuss.
I have no desire to return.
What? Why?
It was your fault that I was fired in the first place. You're concerned because James is returning early and things are falling apart. You only want me to return so that I may accept responsibility and attempt to repair everything.
That's correct. That is why I need you to return. I'm not going to keep the reason why I need you back at work hidden from you. So pay attention to your boss and return first thing tomorrow morning.
No, you are not my boss.
What?
Even if I wanted to, it is actually impossible for me to return. I'm currently on vacation in Europe.
Are you on vacation?
I've been worried about not having a job until now. I'd been working for so long that I'd forgotten what it was like to take a break. I resolved to take the money I had saved and treat myself to a well-deserved holiday. I've learned to relax again thanks to you. I hate just thinking about going back into that office. Thank you for bringing to light my self-worth and the extent to which I've been overworking myself.
What exactly are you saying?
I'm claiming that I'm deserving of better. I'm looking for fresh career opportunities. I'm thinking about applying for a remote job in computer engineering. I'm considering applying for a remote job in computer engineering. I'll never have to worry about folks like you in an office again. Thank you for assisting me in realizing that I can improve my life.
Please tell me you're kidding. You've got to be kidding me. Do you not wish to return? You're in a fantastic situation.
No, I'm not returning. So, how about Galvin? I assumed he had taken over my role.
Why do you bring him up? Galvin is a genius who is doing well.
He certainly is. Then you should have no cause to beg me to return. If he's doing such a terrific job, there's nothing I can do to help the company.
Simply come back. My hubby will be disappointed that you've left. Galvin is intelligent, yet he still makes mistakes from time to time.
Exactly how I predicted. He just knows how to deal with clients in regular office work, as I told you. I'm sure the previous project failed because of him, and you need me to return and assist the company before James finds out, right?
How did you find out about it?
I didn't. It's obvious since I know my work better than everyone else at the company. I also know what your son is capable of, so this result is not surprising.
What is your problem?
I just knew Galvin couldn't handle this. I'm not implying he's stupid. I'm simply stating that his talents lay elsewhere. This is what occurs when you attempt to intervene in a situation about which you have no expertise. Galvin should stay to general office work and advance to department manager. He has a degree in social sciences, thus dealing with clients is his forte.
So what? He is still fantastic. What's the issue?
I'm not suggesting it's an issue or that it's not an incredible achievement. It merely goes to show that he is incapable of doing my job. You cannot be a programmer if you only have a social science education. You'll need a degree in computer engineering. But that doesn't matter now since what's done is done. You weren't really paying attention to my reasoning anyway. Your son should also focus on his demeanor. He should not speak to clients in the manner in which he spoke to me. Because I'm not returning, your priority should be finding someone suited for my position right now.
I am paying attention to you.
You clearly did not listen well enough, as evidenced by your current situation. Your activities have caused the company's current issues. You lack the authority and knowledge to effect change in the organization. You no longer have somebody in charge of the IT department. Because this is your fault, you must behave like an adult and bear the consequences of your actions.
Don't speak to me in that way. Please come back. I'm confident we can come to an agreement. I'll give you 2 days to think about it. Would you please do so? I'm sure I can find a reason to convince my husband to give you some extra time.
I already said no.
Is it really so difficult to persuade you to return?
Yes. I don't want to cope with the shambles you've created at work. In addition, I'd like to hunt for better remote work. I'm also taking use of my vacation, which I didn't have time for while working for your company.
Then I can make your work a remote one. Please save the company. I'm willing to do anything.
That would not be possible. My job is far too complicated to be done remotely. I must regularly communicate with my team members and visit various divisions inside the company to resolve concerns. It would be difficult to set up as a remote. There's nothing you can do to persuade me.
I will do everything. I'm so desperate that I'll even pay you to return.
You have no options. I'm never returning. I don't want to work for somebody who has never treated me with respect as an employee. It's becoming tiresome to talk to you. I'm making an effort to enjoy my vacation. Please do not contact me ever again. I will now block you. Oh, and please wish Galvin luck, he'll need it. One of my previous teammates informed me that James returned from his business vacation not long after that. It didn't take him long to discover that I was no longer employed there. He became enraged after Linda recounted everything to him. He then made certain that Linda and Galvin had no further involvement with the company. Galvin was forced to find another employment, and Linda was no longer able to communicate with the company or its employees. Linda's regrets, I'm sure, began almost immediately. Without an IT manager, the company continued to lose money and was in a financial bind. This generated further problems between Linda and her husband, and their marriage ended in divorce. On the other side, I'm glad I got dismissed from the company. Not only was I able to enjoy a lovely vacation, but I'm now working a remote engineering job that I'm enthusiastic about and earning significantly more money than I did previously.
Hello, my brother. Bella here. I hope I'm not interrupting you at an inconvenient time. Are you coming back here? Today is a busy day for me. Could you and your wife just stay at home today?
What are you on about, Bella? Why do you have to bug me all the time? That's fantastic. Why do you anger me merely by reaching out to me? I'm sure it's about something bothersome. Since you're 30, I'd assume you'd matured by now. But you're still the same grumpy person you've always been. What exactly is it? Let me guess, you're still alone in your room today, aren't you? You're still living on the top floor of a magnificent apartment complex, and you're not even enjoying it. What a squander.
Silas, please. The major reason I don't leave my room is that I don't want to cross paths with you and your wife. You may not live at mom and dad's like I do, but there's something about the whole setup that bothers me.
What? What exactly are you on about, Bella? You're always grumbling about something.
She seems to take it upon herself to go into my room whenever I leave it without even asking me. Before she leaves, she takes whatever she wants from my room.
She is now a part of this family, hence she is permitted. Family members should be able to take what they require from one another, right?
Certainly not. This is not the case. How could you possibly think that? She uses my toilet, eats all of my food whenever she wants, and acts as if she is attempting to take over my space. You mean you haven't noticed?
What are you talking about, really? You're just making stuff up. Stop attempting to create drama. Bella, your grumbling is so hilarious. You're making me laugh. Don't go too far ahead of yourself. Oh, I almost forgot. We'll be over tonight as well.
What? Are you kidding me? You can't keep dropping by unannounced, Silas.
No, I'm not joking. We'll be staying as well. Thank you for inviting us.
No way. That isn't an option. Don't even think about coming over here. Stay at home. My house is not a place where you and your wife can come and do anything you want. By the way, Mom and Dad feels the same way about you and your wife.
What? What did you say? Stop lying to me. What do you mean? Stop joking around and attempting to cause controversy with unfounded rumors. Get a hold of yourself. Tell me what you think about it once you're back to your normal Bella self.
Have you considered it? What do you mean? What do you think about?
Concerning the fact that you are 30 years old and are still living in Mom and Dad's apartment.
What does my age have to do with anything in this situation?
Oh, Bella, don't play dumb with me. It's not difficult. That is exactly what I meant. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter in the end. I'll inherit the flat nonetheless because I'm the firstborn son. So, I believe you can read between the lines. Soon, I'll be deciding who lives there and who doesn't.
Get away of here. You took the words I was about to say. That's what I should tell you. This is not something your father would gift you. That is, you will not inherit anything.
What are you talking about, Bella? Are you crazy? What are you on about this time? I can't keep up with your continual chattering. I'll make it easy for you. Since father lives there, it's his, there's no doubt about it.
You obviously missed the memo. Someone forgot to explain how things function in the apartment to you.
Don't start telling lies about the apartment being your fiancé's again. After all, he's on a business trip right now, isn't he?
That's correct. When you put your mind to anything, you must have an excellent memory.
Please, I don't believe anything you say. You claim ownership of the residence, but you can't prove it because he is never present. I'd never accept you at your word for it.
He's now abroad. I'm not going to bother him with a stupid debate right now.
He most likely accepted the job overseas to avoid a pig like you.
What are you expecting me to do? Do you want me to attempt to call him? Would you believe me if I could get him on the phone and get him to show his face and tell you the truth?
Oh, please. I'm sick of hearing about him. He isn't even here. As per usual. You keep referring to him as your fiancé, yet he appears to be little more than a two-dimensional boyfriend. A true loser.
What? I can't believe you're serious. I would never speak negatively about your wife, so please do not speak negatively about my fiancé.
That describes you perfectly. So damn depressed and sad all the time. Your melancholy is practically contagious just by glancing in your eyes.
You have no right to speak that to your sister. Who do you think you are?
Whatever the case may be. It doesn't make a difference. It's your life. You're free to be yourself. While you can, enjoy your life as a shut-in.
Is this the right time? Please accept my apologies for bothering you. I realize the time difference has made it tough to communicate recently.
Bella, hello. Wow, That must be the middle of the night over there, right? Is everything in order? I understand how difficult it is for us to communicate, especially with the current time difference.
I'm aware of that. I was hoping that this was the right time for both of us. I desperately needed to speak with you. I need to talk to you right away about something.
Of course it is. In that case, any time is a good moment. Is everything in order? Is this in any way related to your parents?
Yes, they are a part of it. Unfortunately, it is not all. This is actually more about my brother and his wife. The situation is rapidly worsening.
What? Are you serious? They are continuing being difficult to you.
Unfortunately. Even now and again, they just come over here and stay the night with no warning. I attempt to keep as much distance between myself and them as possible, but he simply seems to get smaller and smaller. The length of time they spend here is gradually rising.
Do you believe they're trying to gradually settle in so they can stay long-term or make the place their own?
Regrettably, yes. That is exactly what I believe. When my parents were constantly present, they made certain that they had to pay rent if they wanted to be here. But now that my parents aren't around as much, they just come and go as they like. I can't stand the feeling that they only want to live on the top floor of this building. So they're gradually evicting me so they can take control.
I'm sorry we had to go through this. It would be difficult to keep them from entering the building.
Exactly. Even if I say no, they will simply ask my parents, who will always say they are welcome to come inside. I have no power. They are only getting worse. They come and go whenever they choose. They will even take whatever they want from my home and leave without notifying me. I'm just tired of it all. When they come around, I just go into my room and hope they leave fast.
I'm not sure what to say, Bella. That sounds like a nightmare situation.
I was hoped to wait until you return from your business trip, but I am almost at my breaking point. It's like I'm pitted against 4 other individuals in my own home. I can never be at ease.
Hey there, Bella. Everything will improve. I wish I could be there right now to assist you. Tell me what they stole. I will replace them for you.
What? I can't expect you to do that. Aside from that, it might be very pricey.
It's just goods. We can always replace them after this is all done. What are some of the things you don't want them to take?
So, they got some clothes and accessories from you. And, of course, I got my engagement ring from you. Then there's my notebook, which contains all of my work data, and my backpack, which contains work flash drives. The fountain pen that my father gave me has always meant a lot to me. I'm sorry to ask, but can my printer be one of the items we purchase? They took it away from me.
Yes, of course. Printers and other accessories are inexpensive to replace. Those shouldn't be a problem.
But, truly? I'm not certain. I'm not sure I trust you to replace these things for me.
Don't be concerned about it. We should concentrate on concealing the vital information you just mentioned. Do you think one huge box will be enough to hold everything?
That should be fine, in my opinion. They aren't particularly large, so I should be able to pack it in a box with ease.
That's wonderful. Oh, and there's the element of surprise. I was going to tell you about it tomorrow, but I guess I can tell you now. Maybe it will cheer you up. I should be able to return home for a short time next week.
What? Are you certain? Finally! After all this time, you can finally return.
That's correct. I was able to predict everything else I'd take faster than expected. I'll be in your country for 3 months.
I'm ecstatic. That's fantastic news. Just knowing you'll be here soon will be enough to help me through my family's crazy. Please let me know if there is anything I can do or if you have any needs.
Thank you very much. You've been a tremendous assistance. Don't worry, I believe I have everything under control. I'm glad I could make you smile. Let us end our talk on a happy note. After all, it's the dead of night over there, right? You must be exhausted by this point.
To be honest, I think a little bit. Having to deal with my family drains me completely.
I don't blame you in the least. That's exactly what I was thinking. You should rest. If you require anything further, please contact me and I will do my best to assist you.
Thank you a lot. I'll contact you when I wake up. You're fantastic.
Without a doubt. That is why I am here. I've got your back. We'll fix this together. Have a good night. Dreams come true.
Felix, good night. Thank you very much for being there for me at all times.
Hello there, Bella. Drop what you're doing and pay attention to what I'm saying. I'll need you to get out of the apartment today.
What? What do you mean?
I met up with Mom and Dad for a little conversation. They believe you are wasting their money. You're a 30-year-old lady who hasn't married yet. Not to mention the fact that your fiancé isn't even in the same nation as you.
Really? You're using the fact that I'm not married against me? Is that why I'm being evicted from my apartment?
Anyone's fantasy woman isn't a middle-aged woman like you who is almost unmarried. You must broaden your knowledge of the real world. The experience of being homeless for a short time should enough.
Oh. So you're saying I'm being evicted from my apartment?
That's correct. It is truly for your benefit.
You're squandering your time. I had already left.
What? So you've already left? You mean you moved out?
Are you shocked? I could never relax in my own home because you and your wife were always around. So, instead of getting into any more pointless debates, I decided to take the initiative and make the first move.
Oh well. So, that's it.
I no longer require anything in the apartments. So, go ahead and do anything you want with it.
Is that true? That's wonderful. You are really kind. I guess everything worked out in the end. After all, this apartment is better off simply being mine.
That's fantastic. Whatever you want to say. Please send my regards to Mom and Dad.
Nope. There's no way they'd want to hear from you. You were nothing more than a parasite to them. They would constantly complain to me about you. Please do us all a favor. Just hurry up and get out of here. This family would be much better off if you were not there. Hello, Bella. Please answer the phone. A man claiming to be a lawyer just stopped by. They wanted to know who owned the apartment. What's the point of it all? What are you attempting to accomplish?
I am sure the lawyer has already explained everything to you. However, my fiancé is the co-signer on the lease for that flat. But you took charge and ordered me to go.
What exactly are you attempting to say? This is our parents' home. That is something both you and I are aware of.
I tried several times to convince you that you were mistaken. You simply do not pay attention to me.
But what about Mom and Dad? I thought that was their apartment.
Mom and Dad didn't know all the facts when they moved into their new residence. It was far more expensive than they had anticipated. Furthermore, Dad is a very proud man. He couldn't face the thought of you knowing he couldn't afford the flat, so he pretended he owned it.
What? You mean he lied to me about this place the whole time? How could he not afford it? He does an excellent job.
I'm guessing you're unaware of it as well. However, Dad was laid off more than a year ago.
He was fired. Why on earth didn't anyone inform me?
He and a few coworkers went out to drink. He eventually got into a confrontation with one of his new coworkers. That person turned out to be his boss's son.
The son of his boss? No way. What are the chances?
He hasn't been able to stand on his own since then. No other company is ready to take a chance on him. Especially if other companies learn why he was fired.
What on earth is going on? I can't believe he withheld that information from me.
Not to add that Dad is getting on in years. it is difficult for someone his age to find work. As a result, he is having difficulty paying his rent. But, because my fiancé is a kind man, he let Dad stay in the flat.
Are you sure? You must be lying. I can't believe my father would do such a thing.
Yes, it is correct. So I hired a lawyer to ensure that everything is done correctly. You are no longer stepping on me.
Bella, come on. Seriously?
I'm sure you've heard from the lawyer already, but I intend to sell the apartment. So I strongly advise you to return to your former flat as soon as possible.
What? Selling? You're not going to be able to achieve that.
Sure, I can. Oh, and bring Mom and Dad with you back to your house.
Hold on a second. No way. That isn't an option. By the way, where are you now? My wife and I have yet to cancel our lease at our previous residence. But, please, that place can't hold all of us. There is no way Mom and Dad could live with my wife.
It seems like a fair deal to me. After all, you're the one who can now look after Mom and Dad.
No. Let us leave things alone. You can take care of Mom and Dad.
Sorry, but it is currently unattainable. I wouldn't do it even if I could.
Why? Why is it so difficult? Don't be sluggish. Make it happen.
The reason is quite straightforward. I've decided to relocate to another country with my fiancé.
What? You're relocating abroad? Seriously?
Because he is already working abroad, it would be simple for me to pack my belongings and relocate to where he is. To be honest, it's a little sooner than I would have liked, but with all the chaos you and your wife have caused me, I didn't have much of a choice. This is probably for the best. So, thanks to you, I went ahead and started the procedure sooner.
No way, no how. I'm not going to let it happen. You are not permitted to leave. Cancel all of your plans right away. I'm your older sibling. You must obey my commands.
But, as I previously stated, that is impossible.
Stop telling lies. Nothing is out of the question. Stop deceiving yourself. You could never live in another country. You're 30 years old. You're a parasite who spends the entire day locked up in your room. You're not even employed. And do you believe you could live abroad? Please don't make me laugh.
What? I don't have a job. Currently, I work as a translator. Did you not realize that?
Translator? What? When did this happen?
I began working at a company that my fiancé had suggested. It's wonderful. It's my life's work.
Bella, are you serious?
Not to mention the fact that my fiancé and I have been together for the past 5 years.
What? Is it truly 5 years?
Yes, it is correct. But, with such a dysfunctional family, marriage is out of the question right now. But now that I'm traveling overseas with him, everything has changed. I am overjoyed. He's the most wonderful and significant person in my life. He brings me more joy than anyone else in the family.
Please, be patient. Consider it. You should not act in such an unreasonable manner at this time.
My mind has already been made up, and it is not unreasonable. You can't really blame me for making this choice.
Wait! Please! I swear I'll change. From now on, the entire family will turn over a fresh leaf and assist you in every way.
No, I can't take it any longer. I will leave the United States as soon as all necessary approvals are received.
Please, Bella. Just a moment. Think about it. We are one big family.
Oh, I have already considered it. And I've made my decision. There is nothing you can say to persuade me otherwise. Goodbye, Silas. My brother and his wife eventually divorced a few days later. After I departed, she understood the dangers of marrying my brother were simply too great. To put their minds at ease, the flat they were living in was still in my name. My parents and brother were functionally homeless since they lacked money and a place to live. To get a roof over their heads, they had to go 20 miles to a relative's house. However, even their relatives grew tired of them. My brother did not change, and they grew tired of his attitude. My brother and dad were evicted not long after. My father and brother were also having difficulty finding work. They had no choice but to take out a hefty debt. I wish them the best, but I have no doubt they will spend the rest of their lives in poverty. My life, on the other hand, has been really great. I departed the country as soon as the necessary approvals were received. My husband and I now have a beautiful life together. I can't wait to see what the future holds for us.
Hi, Mark. Is everything okay with you? Are you done with work yet? Food's almost ready if you're coming home for dinner.
Not yet. I need to take care of a few more things before I can come back. I'll be a bit later than usual. You and Maya can eat without me.
Later than usually. Again. This is the third day in a row. Anyways, I guess I'm going to sleep first. I'll leave your food in the fridge. You can heat it up later on and eat it.
Got it. I'm getting back to work then.
Before you go, I need you to ask about your day off on Thursday next week. It's been a while since we last went, so why don't we all go to the movies again? You know, as a family. Maya's also been saying that she wants to go, so it's the perfect opportunity.
What? Next week?
Yeah. Didn't you mention you had off? So I thought it might be good to go then.
Yeah, I remember now. I also forgot to tell you I can't be home then. I actually have work that day too. The principal asked me if I could come in that day to prepare for new school year. So I ended up saying yes.
What? Why'd you say yes to her already? This is really something we could have talked about first. Weren't you saying for a while that you'd definitely be free that day? What happened to that?
What the hell? What choice did I have? She asked me specifically. It's not like I could just say no to her face. Don't be ridiculous.
Hey, chill out! You know, Maya was looking forward to going out with you for once. She said Daddy used to play with me at home all the time, and just today, she told me after class. Daddy used to take me to the park and the movies all the time. She's really lonely without you these days. What am I supposed to tell her?
Yeah, I get that, but I'm really busy right now. You understand that I can't just say no to the principal, right? We've been through this. And to be honest, it really doesn't help that you keep texting me this kind of stuff. If anything, it just distracts me from my work, which means I have to stay here longer.
Look, I get where you're coming from. But you've been saying that for a while, haven't you?
Yeah, and nothing has changed.
You're always saying that you're busy with work. For the whole week, you leave home early in the morning and come home late at night. Even if you're home on the weekends, all you do is mindlessly scroll through your phone, read your magazines, or watch TV. You don't play with Maya. You don't help me with the chores.
What are you trying to say?
I get that you're tired from being busy with work, but can't you at least care about Maya a little more? I have to work too, you know. It's not like I'm sitting around doing nothing all day. And I can't just keep on doing all this by myself.
Honestly, what's your problem? Are you implying you're the only one who has to work hard?
That's not what I said. Even if you're busy, it would be nice if you could spend a bit more time thinking about the family. Work has always been busy for you, but think about it, there was never anything like this. You know, come to think of it, you've been acting strange lately.
Are you stupid? Have you forgotten what my job is? I'm a teacher, which means I'm responsible for the collective future of a whole classroom of students. I'm out here raising the next generation. That's the kind of responsibility on my shoulders right now. That means I can't just start cutting corners wherever I want just because my daughter wants to drag me to the movies or whatever. And it also means that sometimes I have to drop everything I have to focus on my work. Do you understand?
And you think that's a good enough reason to go and let your daughter feel lonely without you? Look, never mind about the chores. I can take care of the apartment by myself. But Maya had only one dad, and that's you. Care about her a little more, wouldn't you? It wouldn't kill you.
Or you can try harder to do something about it. Unlike me, you don't have to stay late at work every day. What do you do anyways? Teach kids to dance. Give me a break.
Hey, watch it! And it's not like teaching dance is an easy job. You know how hard it is to get kids to do what you want, don't you? Besides, it's physically tiring when you have to repeat movements over and over again. Look, if I don't understand what it's like to be in your shoes, then I don't think it's fair for you to comment on my job either.
Yeah, whatever. I don't really care. Anyways, I'm busy right now. Busy enough that it'd be a good time for you to get off my case already. Don't you dare forget that I'm the one working hard to put food on the table for you and Maya.
You're really missing the point here, right? I'm just saying that it would be nice for you to just think a little bit about hanging out with Maya.
How am I missing the point? All I'm doing is saying it as it is. God, I'm really too tired to talk to you right now. I don't want to see your dumb face today. I'm staying at a hotel for the night. Don't come looking for me.
Hey, wait a second. Don't run away from this.
I'm not running away from anything all. I'm doing is trying to explain the reality of the situation to you. I still have work to do, and all you're doing is getting in the way. Don't text me again. If you send me another nagging text telling me to do this or that, I'm not coming home for the next while.
After a few weeks.
Hey Lisa, can you go to the dry cleaners to pick up my coat? It's getting cold, and I want to use it over the weekend.
You're a black coat, right? Got it? Where did you want to go over the weekend? Are you taking me out anywhere special? If you didn't have any specific plans, I was thinking that new amusement park just out of town might be nice.
What are you talking about? Why would I be taking her out all? I'm doing is gonna work. I have to work over the weekend this week too.
What? Are you serious? I told you I can't be at home this weekend. That's why I asked you to look after Maya.
Really? Did you say something like that? Okay. Well, I can't do that on ways.
No way. I even reminded you a few times.
What am I supposed to do about it? I don't have time to take care of Maya. I have work at school.
That doesn't mean you can just go and do things like this. What are we supposed to do about Maya? She's still in elementary school. Are we supposed to just leave her at home on her own? Can you not do something about it? Like reschedule or something? It's weekend?
Stop bothering me. I hope you realize I don't want to do this either. But the school asked me to stay. So what the hell do you want me to do about it? Besides, do you really think I can just walk up to my supervisor and tell her that I don't want to work? Just because I have to look after my kid?
But why can't you tell them that you had a family emergency or something? There are so many better ways you could put it if you actually tried. It's not like they'll say no. There's your child being left all alone for a whole day. And I really have to go out on that day.
You can ask Anna to take care of her. She lives close by, so you can just drop her off there and she'll take care of things.
Because you are a father, Mark. You seriously think we should ask your sister again? Do you realize how many times you've had to ask her for this? She and her husband have to work too. It's not like they're any less busy than we are. Not to mention, did you forget the fact that they just gave birth to a child of their own? They're busy. You still want us to keep depending on them because you can't look after your own child for a single day? This is exactly why I asked you in advance if you could look after her.
Why do you care? Besides, she doesn't think about that kind of stuff. Also, she likes Maya and she'll take care of her properly. I fail to see how there's anything wrong with this arrangement.
Yeah, you could have said that if they actually had the free time to look after another child. But just look at the situation they're in. How much worse do you want to make it for them? What's worse is that they have their own plans, so we can't suddenly step in and ask them to drop everything for Maya.
What? So my plans don't matter? Is that what you're saying? I don't know how many times I have to repeat myself, but it's not like I want to keep on staying long at work like this. And just so you know, I do actually want to spend time with Maya.
If you really think that, then why can't you discuss that with your supervisors? Even before that, I asked you for this a while ago. You're the one that went and decided to take home more work after the fact. Besides, I really don't understand why you can't tell them you have an emergency. What if Mia got sick? Or got seriously hurt? Would they still keep you then? I also don't understand what there is to do at a school on the weekend. That's not so urgent.
I don't want to keep repeating myself. What you have to realize is that I can't just tell them that I have to look after my child. That excuse is not good. If so, I wouldn't be here working so hard forever. In any case, I'm not skipping out on work. Once you stop being stupid, you can handle Maya by yourself.
Stupid. I'm trying to raise a genuine concern here. If you hate it so much, why don't you try harder to fight it? Instead, all you ever do is take it out on me. What's going on here?
You just don't have any clue, do you? I don't want to talk to you anymore about this.
Whatever. Fine. I give up. I'm going to look for someone to look after Maya while I'm gone.
Yeah, do that anyways. Don't depend on me for this kind of stuff from now on.
At that weekend. Maya, sweetie mommy, sorry for making you wait at home all on your own. I'll come back as soon as I can, okay? Are you still playing with Jenny at the park?
I'll be fine, Mom.
It's about time for you to have lunch.
I'm on the way home so that I can have lunch. Jenny's mommy said that she would drive me back.
Wow, that's real nice of her. Take care getting back now. Also, don't forget to say thank you to Jenny's mommy. There's a sandwich and some vegetables for you in the fridge. So all you have to do is put it in the microwave before eating it. You remember how to use the microwave, right?
Don't be silly, Mommy. I'm already 10 years old. I know how to use a microwave.
Wow, that's great, sweetie. You're so smart. Let me know when you get home.
I've got home.
Good, sweetie? Do you have your key for the apartment?
Yeah, I put it in my bag to keep it safe.
Okay, remember to lock the door once you go inside. Then make sure to wash your hands before you eat. Got it? And don't forget to brush your teeth after you finish eating. Got it, Maya. Are you inside yet, Mommy?
Someone's inside our house.
Someone? What do you mean by that? Is Daddy home from work already?
I don't know. When I opened the door, I saw someone's pair of shoes on the ground. These shoes that I've never seen before.
What? Maya, hold on. You can't go inside, okay? Is Jenny's mom still there? Did she go back already?
No, she took me all the way to the front door.
Okay, good. Just wait there for a sec. You can go to Jenny's house and play with her for a bit, okay?
Okay, I will, Mommy. But who is inside the house, Mommy?
Don't worry about it, honey. It's just a visitor, I think. Just wait at Jenny's place while I deal with them, okay?
Okay, Mommy. Come pick me up soon, Mommy.
Of course, sweetie. Mommy loves you.
I love you, too.
Right after that. Can you pick up the phone, Mark?
Hey, what the hell is your problem? I'm at work right now. Stop trying to bother me. I told you yesterday, didn't I? I have to work this weekend.
There you are. If you were really at work, then maybe I would have apologized. But do you not get that? I'm calling you right now because there's something we need to talk about.
What? What do you want? And what do you mean by, if? Are you doubting that I'm at work? Or did you just contact me to send me some stupid joke like this?
I don't know if you would call it a joke. But tell me, since when did you start working from home? Also, tell me who the woman next to you is.
What? What? Like I said, what are you talking about? This is a sick joke, you know.
As I said, it's not really a joke. I'm asking you a question to which I'd appreciate an answer.
Then what do you mean by the woman next to me?
What do you mean by working from home? I'm at the school right now.
Did the school suddenly move into our apartment building? I got a text message from Maya a hot minute ago. What do you think she said?
What? I don't know.
Come on, where's the fun in that? Take a guess.
Like I said, I don't know. You're wasting my valuable time. I have better things to do right now than play your stupid games.
She said, someone's inside the house.
Why would she say that? She's not home right now. Didn't you say you were going to find someone to look after her today?
And surprise, I couldn't find anyone on such short notice. And guess what? That's why I asked one of her friend's moms to look after her in the morning. But once she got sent home, she found that someone else was there before her. And then she told me.
I don't understand what you're talking about. When was Mia in the apartment?
Don't worry. I didn't let her all the way in. I couldn't let her see what you were up to after all. I asked that friend's mom to take her to their home for the time being. Just look at you, causing trouble for everyone, everywhere you go. You must be awfully proud of yourself.
That has nothing to do with a woman by my side, right? All she said is that someone was at home.
Well, there is one, isn't there? In the living room, right next to you at this very moment. She's sitting on the sofa with you, isn't she? Do you like her long hair, her smooth, flawless skin? Oh, gosh, is that the principal that you mentioned that she asked you to work over the weekends? Say, why don't you two put on some clothes already? It's awfully cold today.
What are you saying?
Sorry. Turns out I can see everything if you can believe it. There's not a single excuse or a turn of phrase that'll save your sorry ass at this point.
What do you mean? You can see everything.
You didn't notice. You know the camera in the living room.
The camera? When did you put a camera up and why?
Last night. In fact, because you decided to refuse his use to help me at the last minute, I can't find anyone to take care of Maya. I realized she'd be all on her own for a prolonged period of time. Now my first thought was, What a poor excuse for a father you are, breaking every single promise you ever made to me or Maya in the past few months. But then I thought about Maya. I know difficult for you to understand since I wanted to be able to watch over her throughout the day. I decided it would be the responsible thing to do to set up a nanny cam just in case anything went wrong.
You're kidding, right? Why would you do something like that?
Just imagine the camera I set out to protect my daughter. Turns out, it ends up catching my husband in the act of cheating. Well, I certainly didn't expect that to happen. So, this is the kind of work you've been staying late for all the time with that principal, huh?
It's really not what it looks like.
Well, unfortunately for you, I've been watching the stream from the camera ever since Maya told me that someone else was home. I can't take it anymore. I'll bring the divorce papers when I get home.
Wait, divorce? Are you being serious right now? Are you gonna turn Mia into a kid without a dad?
I think it's important enough for me to decide by myself, and for that matter. I don't think the opinion of someone who left the family behind to play with women is really worth listening to hear. Goodbye, Mark. After that, Mark was extremely sorry for having an affair with the principal, promised to change, and hoped Lisa would forgive him. Lisa filed for divorce from Mark on the grounds that Mark had an affair and left his family uncared for. A few weeks later in court, amid Mark's objections, Lisa and Mark were declared divorced. Lisa has won custody of her child, and the house belongs to Lisa for her and her daughter to live in. Mark had to move out of the house and spend money every month to take care of Maya until she turned 18 years old.
Hey, have you arrived yet?
Vera, where are you? Do you even remember what day it is? I said not to be late.
Oh, don't worry, I haven't forgotten. We're discussing about my son's wedding. Do you suppose I was just born?
Okay, all right. So long as you don't forget. Everyone is already at the church. Where have you gone? You aren't going to be late, are you? Vera, come on, you promised.
I'm on my way there now, so sit back and relax. What a wuss. Anyway, talk to you later.
Now hurry up. Everyone has been looking for you. I don't know where you've been. Vera, how are you? The ceremony will begin in a few minutes. Why haven't you arrived yet?
In fact, I arrived an hour ago. But I left immediately away.
What? Are you sure? I can't find you anywhere. What exactly is going on? The ceremony has already begun. Why are you arriving so late? Is something going on?
Something did, after all, happen. And I believe you should congratulate me. By the way, I got the wedding gifts from the lobby. I'm going to sell them for a profit.
Huh? What exactly do you mean?
Don't be a dummy. That's exactly what I meant. All these years I've been going around taking care of everyone. I believe you can accept this one thing as recompense, correct? No, you owe it to me.
What is the source of all of this? I'm not sure what you're referring to. What does this have to do with robbing Roy and Amy of their wedding gifts? Why? And, anyway, what am I supposed to be congratulating you on?
Of course, on my newfound joy. Yes, I did take the wedding gifts. As I have stated, you owe me compensation.
I'm not sure what you're referring to. Compensation? You arrived to steal the wedding gift but didn't show up to the ceremony? Is that what you mean? Why would you do such a thing?
I finally met someone amazing, Eric. Someone who understands me. So I'll be with him from now on, okay? Aren't you glad for me? I've had to put up with people like you for years. But now I'll be free. So, fine, I'll take the wedding gifts as payment for everything.
What precisely do you mean? What did Roy ever do to you?
He robbed me of my life. Technically, you are to blame, but those are the faults of the father, you know?
Wait a second, I'm not sure what's going on right now. Explain thoroughly.
I've left the divorce papers on the living room table. Just so you know, I'm not returning. You must now live on your own.
What are you talking about? You elope with a guy on the day of your son's wedding? Even for you, that is insane.
Now that you mention it, I suppose it might be called eloping. I'll be happy now.
And what do you mean when you say I stole your life? What exactly did I do to you? I've always tried my best to look after you too. You have a lot of guts to say it after everything that's transpired. You should be the one who pays me.
So, what exactly do you mean by that? Sometimes you say the most bizarre things. Anyway, I've got to go. Things to do and see.
Bye.
For now. Say hello to Roy for me. And thank him for the wedding gifts. Congratulations, and good luck.
Are you insane? Woman, what are you thinking? Your son's wedding is today. Is Vera still there?
Are you available right now, Dad? Can you please phone me for a moment?
I'm currently swamped with work. Is everything all right?
I want to chat to you about something, and I need some business advice.
Huh? Do you want to discuss about business tips with me? That surprised me. What's up? What can I do to assist you?
It's a little difficult for me to convey. I'm not sure where to begin. You understand I just started a new business last month? I was thinking I might need your assistance to keep everything on track, you know?
Really? What should I do? If there is anything I can do to help, please let me know. What precisely do you require of me?
Would you be willing to leave your current position and come to work for me?
What? You want me to resign from my job? Isn't that a touch abrupt? I've been here for more than a decade.
Yes, I'm sorry. I understand how unexpected it is. But just now, I desperately need your help. But I won't make you do it if you don't want to. I'll most likely have to relocate to another country shortly. Would you mind accompanying me?
Wait, you're going abroad? When did this happen? Rewind and start from the beginning.
Things have gotten a lot easier around here since Mum up and vanished. Do you agree? And Amy adores you in the same way that she adores her own father. If you're interested, she'd gladly invite you to join us. We would much appreciate your assistance. Would you please consider it?
I mean, I'm flattered, but not sure why. You appear to be doing well, so I'm not sure what I can do to help.
So, you probably don't want to be in that house any longer, do you? Especially now that you're living by yourself. You mentioned the other week, over a drink, that the place is haunted by all that awful energy. Is that correct?
Did I? I don't recall saying anything like that. I apologize if I frightened you. Anyway, I'm not sure where this is all coming from. I'll call you later to discuss it further.
Do you mind if I stop by your house on my way home from work and say hello? I believe it is preferable that we discuss this in person.
No issue. Please notify me when you are through for the day.
Hello there, Eric. How are you these days? Is life treating you well?
Who is this?
Oh, please. Roy stated the same thing. You two are eerily similar.
Vera, it's you. What do you want?
What a cold reception. You truly resemble our son. I understand where he gets it. Did you forget about me?
No, I didn't forget. I, like Roy, wish I could. So, what could the world's worst mom, who stole her own son's wedding gifts and eloped with some random guy, potentially one with me, possibly be thinking?
You don't have to say it that way, Eric.
I'm simply expressing the facts. Please hurry up and tell me what you want before I lose my cool. You see, I'm quite busy.
I can tell you're in a foul mood. You could be more friendly. After all, I was contemplating a compromise with you. So let's get along, okay?
Please excuse me. What kind of concession? What do you think I could possibly want from you?
You haven't figured it out yet? I'll be blunt. I'm open to remarrying you. Aren't you pleased? You begged me not to divorce you in the first place, after all.
That's something I don't recall ever saying.
Why don't we all live together as husband and wife again? I asked Roy if he wanted to come back and live with us, but you know what happens when they get older. He seemed to prefer living with his wife over with his mother. But I'm confident he'll reconsider. Anyway, may I stay with you? You're going to help me out financially, right?
I'm not sure what you're talking about, but I doubt it has anything to do with Roy's business's success. Did you hear about it in the news?
That's right. I'm really proud of him for accomplishing his goals. I knew he was capable. So I've decided to bring us all back together, like a big happy family. Roy is also welcome to bring his wife. Will you persuade him to help me?
Huh? Don't only make your own decision. Have you ever considered whether or not any of us would desire that?
I expected you to say something like that. But I'm already in front of the house with all of my possessions. The lights have turned off, but are you not going to be home tonight? I see you working as hard as ever. I also can't get in because the front door is locked. Would you be so kind as to come and open the door right away?
What? Don't tell me you're still in the old house.
What do you mean, old house? This home is our love's nest. Here, we have so many memories.
I see you haven't changed much since our previous conversation. As usual, you do anything you want and solely consider your personal wants.
Eric, you are so obstinate. And here I am, ready to make all of these concessions for you. Look, I sincerely apologize for disappearing on Roy's wedding day. It was not the correct thing to do. But it was 5 years ago, and you should let it go. And anyhow, I've altered my ways since then. So, let us all get back together as a family, okay? I'm sure you want it just as much as I do.
We've all moved to Paris. Because we sold the house, none of us live there any longer.
What's that? Paris? What exactly do you mean when you say Paris?
It serves as France's capital.
I'm aware that I wasn't born yesterday. But why are you living there? It is located on the other side of the globe. Eric, please explain.
As I previously stated, we are all currently residing in Paris. Roy, Lucia, and I are the three of us. You are no longer a member of this family. So it's really none of your concern.
No, wait a second. What made you decide to go to Paris? What caused this? You never mentioned it to me. How come you moved overseas without telling anything?
What would I say to you? We're divorced, and you're no longer a member of this family, as I previously stated. What we want to do with our life right now is unrelated to you.
But we're a family. Don't you care?
We were a family once, but it's been a long time. No one thinks of you that way anymore. Remember, you're the one who abandoned us. So there's no reason for us to contact you. We no longer recognize you. I'm not sure why you bothered contacting me at all.
So, hold on, you're not even in America anymore? But I brought everything I needed. So, what should I do now? How am I going to go to Paris? I intended to stay here indefinitely. What am I going to do now?
Were you there? Are you sure? Vera, please. Just 5 years ago, you stated that you would never return to that house. So, why did you bother? Even if someone was home, they would not have let you in, no matter how much you begged. See, you're no longer welcome.
Unbelievable. This is really incredible. Do you have any clue how much this has irritated me? I'm in a lot of trouble. So, what should I do now? I can't afford to stay at a hotel and have nowhere else to go. I'm standing in the middle of the road, surrounded by all of my belongings.
Vera, I'm not sure. Sort it out for yourself, would you? You vanished 5 years ago to do anything you want. Why don't you try your little vanishing trick again?
Eric, I did not just do anything I wanted. How dare you? Don't act as if you know what's going on. I've been through a lot in the last 5 years.
Vera, keep it. I don't want to hear about your troubles since you caused them, and you know it. 5 years ago, you got up and left with Roy and Amy's wedding gifts. You didn't even bother staying to see the ceremony. Do you honestly believe you'd be so readily accepted back into his life as his mother? You know I didn't raise him to be a slacker. To be honest, I don't want anything to do with my scumbag ex-wife.
For your information, I've had it worse than any of you. I mean, I wasn't planning on leaving you both in that manner, but I had so much going on. All I did was get a bit carried away. I was so excited to begin my new life, and we desperately needed the money. You could argue that I acted irrationally, but no one is.
It's not like I couldn't predict that the type of guy who would force a lady to steal money from him so he could elope with her would be a bad guy in the end. Anyone could see it. Except you. But what if you were the ideal fit for him all along?
You have no right to say such a thing to me. We were going to start a new life together, but he stole the money and left me in debt. It's been a nightmare.
You used to take money out of my bank account to send to him while we were married, didn't you?
You knew about it? No way. How did you figure it out?
How could I have been so blind? You assumed I hadn't discovered anything? Vera, I'm not as foolish as you believe. I had planned to consider having a proper divorce with you once they married, but I never imagined you would pull such a scam.
But I didn't have much of a choice. You have to understand, Eric. I didn't hold anything against you. I simply needed the money to begin my new life. What was I to do?
It wasn't just once. You're still attempting to utilize Roy for your personal financial benefit 5 years later, aren't you?
Use him? How dare you? I could do it. He's my son.
What else could you say? You tried to contact us as soon as you learned about his successful business so you could obtain access to his money. You were already the lowest of the low when it came to being a wife once you began cheating on me, but then you betrayed Roy. Congratulations on becoming the world's worst mother.
How could you possibly be so cruel to me? Consider my circumstance. I have nowhere to go right now. Will you help me out a little? You must take action. We used to be so in love, didn't we?
It's been so long that I can't even recall. And, by the way, how can you beg Roy of all people to let you live with him again after everything you've done to him? Have you no shame? To be clear, he was repulsed by it. He claimed you were no longer his mother.
What? That's what he said. That boy was reared by me. How could he possibly think that of me? Why is he being so ungrateful?
You weren't even there for the majority of the time, and you left the place filthy. In the last 10 years, you haven't done anything maternal for him. Not to mention the fact that you stole his wedding gifts. I had to apologize to Amy's parents on your behalf. Everyone was shocked that you could generate such a commotion.
Huh? What precisely do you mean? Why should you apologize?
Do you truly have no common sense? We've been free of you for years. Could you please ensure that it stays that way?
So, everyone's in Paris now, right? What is the best way for me to get there? Will you reserve a flight for me?
How many times do I have to say it? You are no longer considered a member of the family. Why should we pay for your ticket? If we can avoid it, none of us want to see you again.
How could you? You three swanning about Paris without saying anything to me? I, too, desire to live in luxury.
That is the real reason. You're in financial problems, as I expected, so you opted to have us help you. Sorry, but we're not interested. We've both had enough of you.
Send me money for the time being. I'll repay you at some point. Are you too wealthy? It was mentioned in the news. I'm his mother, thus I'm entitled to the money as well.
No, you are not his mother.
Please excuse me?
Remember, you are the one who abandoned us. We're okay without you. Please don't contact us again. Anyway, I'll be blocking your account. Goodbye, my scumbag ex-wife. Eric then barred his ex-wife from contacting him again. She desperately tried to message him, crying and pleading, but he never saw any of it. She gave up on Eric and sought to contact her son Roy, but all he responded was, "You are no longer my mother." With those words, he also blocked her. She was at a loss for what to do because she had no one to turn to or anywhere to go. Vera, who had always lived selfishly and done whatever she pleased, would now be forced to rely on herself to exist.
Hey Selena. Thanks for what you did for me. I really appreciate this. I'll probably ask you to do the same for me next year as well.
Edna, please stop. I never said it was okay, in the first place. It's also not fair to your child. I'm sure they don't want to spend their summer vacation at a relative's house. I'm sure they want to spend time with their parents, don't you think?
How do you know? Aren't you just guessing? You have never even raised a child before. How does someone like you know how they feel?
It's true that I never had children of my own, but both Boo and Joy seem to miss you. I tried to take them to as many places as possible so they could have a good summer. However, they look really uncomfortable in the second half of summer vacation.
They will be perfectly fine. We'll be spending the next 11 months living together, so I don't think they'll be upset for long. It's better for them to remember me anyway. That way, they will even obey me better. Anyway, I won't leave them with you for that long.
You abandoned them at my place for a whole month. I think it's a very long time, especially for children.
Abandoned? You make it sound much worse. My husband and I want to have some alone time to enjoy our summer vacation together. All I do is ask you to take care of them while we are away.
I may be your sister-in-law, but this just takes things too far. I'm not even saying we'll take care of them for you. You are forcing us.
Don't you like them? You think they are just a burden, right? I can't believe you think so badly of them. They will be very sad to hear this.
I never said anything like that. Stop twisting my words. I just want you to think of us before forcing them to stay with us. I and my husband can't plan ourselves because of what you do to us. Boo and Joy are also really annoying to have to stay with us every year.
I don't care if they are sad or not. I always explain to them why they stay with you. It's not like I'm abusing them or getting mad at them. Can you stop making it seem like I did something evil?
That's not what I'm trying to do. It's just that we can't take care of them for a month out of every year. It's not fair to any of us.
Then why don't you tell the two of them directly when they come to stay with you next year? You can tell them to go and find another place to stay because you don't want them to come.
Why don't you understand what I'm saying? I did not mean that. Both are so sweet and I love them so much.
Don't try to make excuses. You're just trying to say they're a burden in a good way. I feel so sorry for both of you to have to spend a month living with a cruel woman like you.
That's enough. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I think you will at least thank me for taking care of them, but it seems you are not capable of doing that. It felt like I was talking to a wall. You don't understand anything I tell you.
You are the one who makes things difficult. I hope you try to fix your personality in the way you talk to people next year.
Hello, Selena. I am so sorry for all the trouble she has caused you over the years.
It's really fine. It's not something you should apologize for, anyway.
We think you take care of Boo and Joy every year because you want to. We are very sorry.
Never mind. There's no way for you to know. Edna lied to you and said I can't have children, right? It's easy to see why you would think I'd want to take care of them for a whole month.
I was really shocked when I realized it was all a lie. I couldn't believe what she did. We'll take care of them this summer anyway, so you should plan your summer. Haven't had a free summer in a long time, right? Now that you're divorced from Andrew, I guess you can spend the summer doing whatever you want.
I'm sorry for causing so much trouble for you and your family. You are always with me and are very good to me. Thanks so much for that.
No problem. You really did nothing wrong. Andrew and Edna are your troublemakers. We should be the ones apologizing to you. They try to force you to do all sorts of things just because you are a housewife.
I am truly grateful for what you have done for me. If you don't force them to sign the divorce papers, I don't think I can get rid of him.
Stop thanking me for what I did. That's the thing to do. You are the one who has been through all the pain and suffering. I hope that you can live freely and enjoy your life from now on.
I will try my best to live a happy life from now on. Even so, I really enjoy spending time with Boo and Joy. Both are very cute and funny. I'm sad to think that I won't be able to see them again.
If that's the case, then you should visit us in the summer. I'm sure they'd love to see you, and I'd love to see you too.
I think I would really like that. I wanted to visit you last summer, but I didn't have time.
It's okay, you don't have to worry about it. I know that you have been busy taking care of them.
I'm a little curious what Mike thinks about her making me babysit their kids over the summer. I think he is a very caring and good father.
Yeah, I'm also a little curious. Maybe he was just as fooled by Edna as I was. I will explain everything to him when I have a chance to talk to him. Either way, you don't need to worry about anything anymore. Leave everything to me.
Okay, thank you very much. Please let me know if you need my help. I will come see you in August.
Great. We will all look forward to seeing you.
Hey Selena. How are you? I need to ask you a favor. I want you to take care of my kids from today.
Wait, what? Are you serious? There's no way I can do it, it's too sudden.
It is an emergency. I left them both outside your apartment, can you let them in?
What did you just say? Are you crazy? How can you do that with your child? Where are you going so suddenly? Can't you take them with you?
No, unfortunately I can't bring them with me. I will go on a tour from today. We were going to go a little later, but today's flights are too cheap. And make sure you don't tell anyone about this, okay? Not even Mike.
Wait, what? Aren't you traveling with him?
That's right. It's just that he's been in a bad mood lately. I really don't want you to talk to him about this, okay? You better listen to what I say.
Find someone else to take care of them. I'm not at home right now and I won't be for a while. You should ask me first if you really need me to take care of them for you.
Why are you so difficult? I ask you because you have taken care of them many times before. I will ask you to do the same again in the summer. I need you to take care of them for a month as usual. You are a housewife and have no children. You must have plenty of free time. Also, you're my stepsister, so you'll be happy to help a family member.
Actually, I'm not your stepsister anymore because I'm divorced from your brother.
Wait, what? Are you guys divorced?
Well, the reason I'm not at home right now is because I've filed all of our divorce papers. The divorce is now official, so we are just strangers to each other. You can't ask me for help anymore. We are no longer family. Also, I really don't want to keep in touch with you anymore, so please don't text me as often.
Are you serious? Are you guys divorced? That was annoying.
Those things are not important right now. Do you realize what's going on? You need to pick up your kids before anything happens to them. It's dark outside and you just leave them there, right? They must be very scared.
I can't go get them anymore. Now it's too late to go back. I'm sorry, but could you go pick them up instead? I don't know who to ask.
I told you I have other things to do, so I won't be home for a while. I still have a few hours to go before I can go home. You're probably still nearby, so go back and seal them. They must be very scared and worried. You need to cancel your stay.
It is not possible. I will definitely travel on this vacation. I think they'll be fine anyway if they're left there for a few hours. You can leave them in the house when you return home.
Are you serious? I thought you were their mother. Just that. I've had enough. I'll contact Mike and tell him to pick them up.
What did you just say? You cannot do it. You won't dare.
Why are you suddenly panicking? I know that he really cares about them and will go pick them up right away. I am calling him now.
Stop! Don't call him. I'll go pick them up right away. I will do what you say, so please don't tell him anything about this.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am sure. I'm back and I'm going to pick them up.
Why are you acting so weird? Isn't he the one driving the car you're in at the moment? Does he know about what's going on?
Of course he knows, so don't worry. It's just that he resorted to violence when he was in a bad mood.
What? I don't think he's that kind of person.
I panicked because I was afraid he would hit me again. I'm sorry I panicked and said some weird things. I will go pick up my children as soon as possible.
I really don't know about that at all. I'm sorry you had to go through that kind of trauma.
It's okay because I'm used to it. To tell you the truth, I really wanted to take Boo and Joy with us on our summer vacation. The only reason I left them was because he wanted to travel without them.
I see. I didn't know about that. I'll let you pick up Boo and Joy, okay? Go and pick them up as soon as you can.
I'm on my way. Hey, it's an emergency. I cannot find them anywhere. They have disappeared from where I left them. What do you think I should do? Do I need to notify the police that they are missing?
It's okay, you don't need to worry about them. They're with Mike right now. He came to pick them up.
What did you just say?
I called him just in case, and to my surprise he picked up the phone right away. I thought he wouldn't answer because he was driving. I told him about the whole situation and he was really shocked about it all. He told me that he would immediately go to pick them up. I was so confused because I thought he was with you.
Did you tell me you know what happened?
No, I really don't know. I called Mike as soon as you told me you left them outside my apartment. He was about to get on a train to another city for work. I got in touch with him right before it was too late. He immediately canceled the schedule and went to pick them up.
So you're telling me you know he went to pick up the kids already? Why are you still making me come back if they weren't there when I got there? You have wasted a lot of my precious time.
I just did it so he could check who you're traveling with. I'm sure it's another man, right?
Wait, what? Are you serious? Is he waiting for me around here?
He told me he was going to take some pictures as proof. He said he wanted to hit you in the face, but that would put him at a disadvantage in a lawsuit.
Where is he? Are you sure he's here?
It's too late for you. He told me he had taken the pictures. The text messages you sent me are also very good proof.
Did you trap me? I cannot believe it. How long did it take you to plan all of this?
We are not planning anything. How do we know you're going to drop the kids in front of my apartment? All of this happened because of what you did. You should be angry with yourself.
I will not forgive you for this. You better prepare for my revenge.
I didn't do anything wrong, so I won't care about you. Either way, I'm glad we got some solid evidence of you cheating and mistreating your child. You should also stop lying about everything.
I did nothing wrong, nor did I lie. What are you talking about?
I know that you told your mother I couldn't have children even though I loved them. You lied to Mike too, didn't you?
How do you know that?
Yes, I know. I really enjoyed taking care of Boo and Joy because they are both so sweet. What I don't like is the story you make up about me. You act like I'm begging you to let them come to my place for the summer. Mike told me he was going to complain to me about it this summer. He was about to tell me that he wanted to spend the summer with his kids and he wanted me to stop demanding to bring them over.
Okay, I'm sorry I lied to them about that. I'm tired of taking care of the kids all the time, so I want to have some time to myself during the summer vacation. That's the only reason I have to lie.
Sorry, I at this point won't change anything. Maybe you should apologize to your husband before apologizing to me. You cheated on him.
I didn't lie to him. I ran into an old friend by chance.
Stop those lies. You were planning to spend the night with a man as soon as you found out your husband was going on a business trip. The only thing stopping you are the kids, so that's why you abandoned them. You are really a bad person. I feel sorry for the rest of your family.
Shut up. Did you just call me a bad person? You better be careful with your mouth. I feel stressed at home and need some time to relax.
I'm not saying you shouldn't rest and relax. I am telling you that it is not okay to abandon your children and cheat on your husband.
I think you're right about that. I admit that maybe what I did today was a bit wrong. People make mistakes all the time, so I think I deserve to be forgiven.
You are acting as if you are the victim.
I'm sorry for what I did to you, and I guarantee it will never happen again. Can you please forgive me?
I won't do that. I know you want me to talk to Mike so he can forgive you. I'm no longer part of your family, so I won't meddle in private matters. You need to talk to him directly and work this out together.
I beg you to talk to him. I know that he will not forgive me if I ask him to forgive me. I know I messed up. Please help me.
I'm sorry, but I can't believe any of the words you say. If you really feel remorse for what you've done, then I suggest you start by trying to improve your trashy personality. After everything happened, Mike asked for a divorce from Edna the next day. She also lost custody of Boo and Joy. He asked her to pay child support and tuition for both children. She has no savings and has to borrow money to pay Mike what she owes him. She tried to get help from the guy she had an affair with, but he ran away as soon as she got divorced. She has no place to live and her whole family cuts ties with her. Soon after that I moved out of the city and I don't know where she is now. Boo and Joy were adopted by Edna's mother. After a while, Mike moved in with them and they currently live together. I visit their house from time to time and they are all living a happy life together. The two children have grown so much every time I visit them. It's nice to see them actually smiling from the bottom of their hearts.
Hello, there, sweetie. How have you been since that night? I can't believe I neglected to acquire your phone number. Amanda here. An old friend eventually gave me your phone number. I was concerned that I wouldn't be able to reach you again.
What the heck? Amanda? Were you my childhood neighbor?
Yes, it is correct. We had been childhood pals. We talked about it a few weeks ago. The party was fantastic. We talked a lot and even had some beers. We were so engrossed in our conversation that we neglected to exchange phone numbers.
What? How long ago was it? I haven't attended a party in a long time. I've been far too preoccupied lately to do anything like that. I haven't seen you in at least 10 years. Remember when my parents divorced and I had to live with my mother? I haven't seen you in a long time.
What exactly do you mean? I saw you at the party and you took me home to have a wonderful time. Don't you remember?
What the hell?
I've been trying to figure out how to contact you again since the party.
I've never seen you or done anything with you. I believe you erred. No way.
Sure, keep joking around like that, it's adorable. There's no reason to feel ashamed. In any case, it was all voluntary. Remember that we have a date tomorrow. Remember how we scheduled it for tomorrow?
What? A date? No, what are you on about?
What? Why are you befuddled? You're the one who requested a date in the first place. Are you upset because someone gave me your phone number without your permission? You didn't intend for this to be a one-night stand, did you? Anyway, I couldn't stop myself. I quickly fell in love with you after seeing you again. I remember asking you for your phone number numerous times, but you were always playing hard to get. So I turned to an old acquaintance for help. You're not going to flee from me again, are you? You will be sorry if you do not keep your word about our date tomorrow. You don't want to mess with me.
No, I have no idea what you've been on about all this time. I haven't seen you in 10 years, and I didn't go to any parties. Is this some kind of joke? Are you playing a trick on me?
Guess what? Tomorrow, I have a surprise for you.
A surprise?
Please look forward to it. I'm ecstatic. I'll tell you after dinner. I've planned our entire day out, so please wait till then.
Could you perhaps slow down a little? I have no idea what's going on.
I'm going to bed now and can't wait to see you again tomorrow. Good night, sweetheart.
Wait! Could you please respond first? What the hell is going on?
Why are you not returning my calls? I've been waiting for you for 3 hours. Are you sure you're not going to our date today? I wanted to inform you over dinner that I was pregnant, but I guess I'll have to do it through SMS. I wanted to discuss our future plans. We plan to start a family together soon. What kind of house should we live in and where should we reside? What should we name our child, and when should we get married? Do you not want to discuss these issues with me? You are, after all, the father of this child. There are many people who wish to have a family one day, and you are going to become a father. Shouldn't we get married immediately away? What's the matter with you? You're going to have a child. Is this how you intend to treat your future wife? You're not exactly instilling confidence in me that you'll be a decent father or husband if you treat me like way. I have a feeling you want to end things. Are you serious? We're about to marry and have a child. You can't ignore me forever. Speak to me. I'm going to be your future bride. I will never agree to end our relationship and keep texting you if you continue to ignore me.
Good day, Basil. It's been quite some time. You remember me, don't you?
Adonis, hello. Of course, I remember you. 3 years have passed. We need to get together again.
3 years? I apologize for not getting back to you sooner.
Don't worry about it. We are both quite busy right now. It's difficult to make arrangements when we work and live far apart. So, how have you been?
Something strange is happening. Someone is playing a horrible prank on me. Things are also out of control, and I'm at a loss on what to do.
What precisely do you mean?
Do you recall the girl who lived next door to me in middle school? We all used to hang out with her, and she and I had a love-hate relationship, tease each other.
Yes, Amanda. I recall her clearly. You, myself, her, and other Adonis would spend a lot of time together. She recently relocated out of town. She mentioned wanting to be alone. She also went mad.
What do you mean, insane? How so?
Since you left, she has changed dramatically. She's not the Amanda we used to know.
So, what happened? What is the matter with her?
When it comes to males she likes, she has a problem. She becomes obsessed with them and will go to any length to force them into a relationship. She will even tell outrageous lies and message them frequently. Because of it, our friendship was shattered. Rumors about her quickly spread while she was still living here. If you ever see her, keep a safe distance from her.
I see. It's too bad she turned out that way. After all, she was an old acquaintance.
Her first boyfriend, sadly, went through a lot with her. She exploited him, gaslighted him, and was envious of him. She would even make up lies in order to have control over his life. He still goes to therapy and is dealing with a lot of trauma after they split up.
Are you talking about yourself, Basil? You used to say things like that when something awful happened to you and you didn't want other people to be concerned about it. I know you too well to understand how you speak.
You are correct. I apologize. I was one of her initial victims. She was envious and tried to control my life even though she was the unfaithful one. She would become obsessed with other guys and stalk them. She would also constantly message them. She shattered my heart and destroyed our friendship. You understand what I mean?
I'm sorry I can't relate. I can't believe you two got together after I left.
That's okay. And yeah, weird, right? Anyway, I'm pleased you don't have to go through what I did. Nobody should have to deal with her.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Guy.
It's all okay. Anyway, is this prank you mentioned related to her?
That's pretty much it. Things started to make more sense once you told me about her. I was really perplexed earlier. I had absolutely no notion what she was on about. She's also been phoning and messaging me nonstop. It's eerie.
What exactly is she saying?
It's a lot to explain. She obtained my phone number from someone and began contacting me with bizarre messages.
What? No way!
Yeah, considering everything you've told me, I'm concerned about what will happen.
I can't believe she's messaged you. Yes, you must exercise caution with her. As I already stated, she had a bit of a reputation before she departed, so I'm not her only victim.
Yes, and when she contacts me, it's as if she's talking to herself. I believe I am her next target.
That appears to be the case.
She's been claiming that we met at a party, that I took her home, and that she's now pregnant. I'll email you screenshots of everything she said. It's too much to tell you.
Wait, what? Yes, please send them all. I looked through the screenshots you supplied me. This appears to be a serious problem. She has completely lost her mind.
Yes, I thought so as well.
Can you come to my house? We can hang out and decide what to do.
Sorry about that, man. I'm simply too far away, and I don't have the funds to travel at the moment.
That's all right. It's been quite difficult to get together over the last few years. Being a grown-up is a pain. I wish we could go back in time and hang around like we used to. We would spend hours playing video games, and all we had to worry about was schoolwork.
Yes, I agree. Work, home, sleep, and repeat. Now I must decide how to handle Amanda.
This entire issue is a mess. Do you have a girlfriend or are you dating anyone?
No, I've been single. I haven't had much time to date recently.
I see. That is not a problem. At the very least, Amanda will not target them.
Yes, but it appears that you've gone through a lot. Thank you for informing me about Amanda and her recent events.
It's not a problem. Just be mindful of how you communicate with her. If you say the wrong thing, she can go insane and upset.
Don't worry about it. Something about the situation doesn't seem right. I don't believe she knows where I am. I believe I am safe.
Really? Still, exercise caution. She has her own way of doing things, and she can be rather frightening at times.
Okay, I'll think about it. Now I have to get going. Work has been hectic lately. Please contact me at any moment and I will respond. Hopefully, we can get together again soon. I miss spending time with you.
Okay, and so do I. It has been far too long. You can talk to me if you get into any further difficulties with Amanda. Please let me know what happens.
Yeah, of course. I'll talk to you later.
Adonis! You have not responded to my email. It's unavoidable. I'll just have to find another way to catch your attention. I went ahead and made an online post about our marriage and how we are pregnant together. Everyone is now aware. Check it out. I went a step farther since I got a feeling you wanted to split up and have nothing to do with me. So, are you going to reconsider your decision now? I'm sure all of our friends and relatives are aware that you will soon become a parent. You need to start taking responsibility or this isn't going to end well. We're going to have a baby, therefore let's get married. You have no other option. Where should our wedding take place? I know exactly where I want to have it. Do you want to hear it? I'll notify you once you respond. I just want us to be married as soon as possible so that I may look thin in our wedding photos. My stomach will be too large for my dress if we don't hurry. Adonis, what are your thoughts?
It's truly terrifying how you can maintain a discussion with yourself. I wasn't even responding.
Oh. You finally responded to me. We're going to be husband and wife soon, so you really need to start communicating with me more. I'll give you one more opportunity. After all, you're about to marry me and become the father of our child.
Pay attention, Amanda. Right now, I'm in Canada.
Wait, what? Canada?
After my parents divorced, my mother and I relocated to Canada. She remarried someone from the area. I even finished college and now live on my own. I even have my own residences. I don't think I reside anywhere near you right now. Your social media page indicates that you live in Washington.
Right now, I'm completely perplexed. Do you actually not live in Washington any longer? I heard you relocated to Washington after finishing middle school, so I did as well.
We lived there for about a year before returning to Canada. Anyway, you mentioned that we met again a few weeks ago at a party and that I drove you home. It couldn't have been me because I don't live anywhere near you. It's impossible. I haven't been to a party in years. To be honest, I'm living a somewhat dull life right now.
So, wait a second. I even yelled your name at the party, and you responded. We also chatted about our childhoods. What you're saying is absurd. We hung out all night and you recognized me. It had to be you.
Please wait. You said my name and I recognized you? Could it be the other Adonis? Adonis Alexander? That is the only way this is feasible. Has he also relocated to Washington? It had to be him.
What?
Do you not recall him? Perhaps he was the one you met that night at the party. Not me.
No, I don't understand. That night, I slept with you.
As said previously, that couldn't be me. I am not a resident of Washington. It had to be Adonis Alexander.
No way did I confuse the two of you.
It's logical. He's the only other Adonis you've ever met. It's also been 10 years, and we all look a lot different than we did in middle school. Even though you guys spoke all night, we used to hang out all the time and have similar recollections.
What the heck? This is ridiculous.
I'm sorry, but if everything you're stating is true, it appears to be what happened. You've just confused us. If you're actually pregnant and you've hooked up, you should look up his phone number and start contacting him.
No. I couldn't have made such a blunder. Not him, but you were my aim.
Is that how you view it, Target? You should be more selective about who you hook up with next time. What you're doing is dangerous, and you should never target males and do this to them in the first place. Anyway, since it's not my child, could you please stop texting me?
No, I cannot accept it. You're deceiving me. My husband is supposed to be you, not him. This time, I wanted you.
What is the matter with you?
You've changed so much. Just marry me instead of lying to me.
No. Right now, I'm being absolutely serious with you. It was you who committed the error, not me. I've already explained why it couldn't be me.
Is this what occurs after all of my efforts to obtain you? I desired you.
You seriously puzzled us. Is it true that you're pregnant, or are you lying? Amanda, what's the matter with you?
No, not at all. I lied. I was going to lie about being pregnant the night we hooked up, but now that I know it's not you, I'm furious. This time, I really wanted you.
Why are you lying and acting in this manner? We used to be close. Anyway, could you please put a stop to this?
Sure, just give me Adonis Alexander's phone number. I'll have to go after him immediately.
No, I'm not going to condone your actions. Amanda, you require assistance. I can't talk to you any longer.
Wait!
I'm sorry, but I'm blocking you right now. I immediately informed Basil what transpired after my talk with Amanda. I told him that I felt sorry for Amanda. After all, she was an old acquaintance in need of assistance. We also decided to contact Adonis Alexander and inform him of the situation. After chatting in a group chat for a few days, we decided to schedule a meeting to discuss how we could assist Amanda. Basil had continued to follow Amanda on social media and knew where she lived, so we all flew to Washington and met at Adonis Alexander's house. Amanda received a message from us, and he persuaded her to come over. Amanda was stunned when she arrived at his residence and discovered the three of us there. We sat her down and talked about her behavior and how she needed to get assistance. Amanda was completely overwhelmed, and memories from the past were discussed and brought back. She sobbed and agreed to counseling. Amanda reverted to her former self after starting treatment and taking medicine. We all ended up becoming close friends again. In the end, I'm glad we were able to reconnect her with some old childhood pals.
Where you at now? I have been waiting for 2 hours. You have to be at home as usual? Reply me now.
Are you at home now? I thought you were on a business trip.
I finished my work earlier than scheduled. But where are you now?
I don't think you're at home this early.
Did you really go to work today? You're not lying to me. Are you sure you weren't just playing around wasting money while I was at work?
What are you talking about? Of course not. I don't even have the money to do something like that. Most of the money I earn from my part-time job is sent to your mother. I have to also pay for your credit card debts too. I don't have time or the money to play around. I have to work overtime all the time.
Oh, what? You're saying it's my fault because I need to use my credit card to pay for things? I am the one who needs to work 5 days a week to pay for everything. I have to use my credit card all the time because you don't bring home enough money.
Why are you saying this? Are you trying to make me feel bad?
My coworkers are living a better life than us. Even though they have the same salary as me. They even have the money to buy brand items. The only thing that I have that's different from them is having you as my wife.
Are you sure it's not something else? Like your bad spending habits, perhaps? Or maybe your coworkers cooperate better with their wives. If we didn't have to send money to your mother every month, we would be living a more comfortable life. You know we have to send money to her.
She needs it. My mom even said we're not sending enough money. What? We're family! Doesn't family help each other when they're in trouble? Do you hate sending money because she's my mom? You would send money to your parents if they needed it. Don't be cheap.
I don't hate your parents. I want to help them too. It's just that I heard that your mother went on a cruise ship recently. Where did she get the money to do that?
She probably went because her friends pressured her she didn't go. And so that she wouldn't feel left out. Besides, what's wrong with letting her go on vacation? She deserves it.
I'm just saying she doesn't look like she's struggling with money. Yesterday, she even bragged to me about the brand items she bought on the internet.
So what do you want my mom to do? She has spent the rest of her life as a poor person.
No, I just wish she wouldn't waste the money we send.
She struggled raising me when I was still living with her. I want to give back by sending money every month once I started working. Why don't you understand how I feel? Don't you want to thank your parents for raising you?
I'm sorry, I was being inconsiderate. I won't complain about sending money to your mother anymore. But can you at least spend less on your credit card? I don't want us to get in any more debt.
I have to climb the corporate ladder by making connections. To do that, I have to accompany them wherever they go. You never understand how these things work. You're a housewife after all. It must be easy for you.
No, I also work a part-time job. I don't stay at home all day long. Working part-time is to earn some spending money.
It's different from the stressful work I have to do all day. Part-time and full-time are completely different things. Don't lump them together.
Then why are you being so rude? Is it because I wasn't home? I have worked hard all day. I even have housework to do when I get home from my part-time job. I don't have it as easy as you think.
Well, anyway. You better come home quickly. I'm starving. You need to make dinner for me right now. Make sure my beer is cool too. Taking care of your husband is more important than your silly part-time job. Don't you have to work today?
Yeah.
I'm at home and do housework. I'll remember to pick up your suit from the cleaning store if you're texting to remind me. I'm already preparing the steak you wanted to eat for dinner today.
No, I'm coming home late today.
What? You're coming home late? You told me that you're coming home early today. What happened, is it?
My boss wants me to work overtime. It's important.
It's okay, I can microwave the steak when you come home. It won't taste as good though.
That's not important. But, Lily, you didn't send this month's money to my mom yet. Did you forget to do that?
No, it's just that I have to pick up your suit from the cleaning store today. I don't have time to do that now. I'll do it as soon as I finish my work.
Okay. You still remember to do that. Mom has called me 5 times today. I even got out the meeting to answer her call. My mom also wants you to send more from now.
What? Hold on. We're already sending $500 every month, right? How much is she asking us to send?
She wants us to send $300 more than that. So $800 in total.
I think that's too much. We're already struggling with money ourselves.
Your part-time job pays $800 every month, right? It's not impossible to handle that amount.
No, it's impossible. I was sending $500 every month to your mother and using the money I had left to pay the bills. I can't afford to send more money.
It'll work out. We have enough money.
No, I'm saying it definitely won't work out. I don't even have money to spend for myself. Most of it goes to your mother or to pay the bills.
That's not my problem.
I don't even have $10 to spend for myself. How can I continue living like this?
I don't care.
What? Don't you care about your wife? You make enough money to save $500 every month. Can't you use that money to send to your mother?
That money is for my personal use. Because I'm the one who is to work every day.
Don't you remember I work too? Don't you think I should have a personal allowance?
But you're a part-time worker. You really think you can talk back to me like that? We're not on the same level.
If I don't work my part-time job, you wouldn't be able to afford sending money to your mother. I have every right to talk back to you. My job is important too.
If you think your job is that important, you wouldn't have trouble sending the money.
Stop complaining. I already said it's impossible to do that.
Then why don't you quit your part-time job and start working full-time?
I became a housewife because you told me that you wanted me to take care of our house. I only started working a part-time job because your salary wasn't enough to send the amount of money to your mother. Aren't you being a little selfish? Don't act like I'm not doing anything to contribute to our house.
I'm not selfish. You're just being cheap because it's my mom.
I don't care if you think I'm being cheap. I'm just stating the facts. We can't afford to send any more money. We have to reject her request.
No way. If you don't agree to send more money, I'm kicking you out of the house.
What are you saying? Are you serious about that?
I'm saying that I don't want a disrespectful wife like you. The food you make looks and tastes cheap. You never wear makeup and your clothes are too old. Every time I talk to you, you have to nag about saving money and not overspending. I don't want to spend my life with a woman like you.
What? Don't you realize that you are the one who made me this way? I want to buy makeup and clothes, but I never have money to spend on.
That's your fault. You're bad at managing the money. I go out and work every day, so it's your responsibility.
What kind of logic is that? I have to do all the housework and finances on top of going to my part-time job. Don't you know how hard I've been working to keep our marriage from falling apart? You're not the only one that's been working hard. I've been working hard too.
Okay, I don't want to fight with you. You have to send more money to my mom. That's it.
If I get kicked out of the house because I didn't agree to send money to your mother, does that mean you want us to break up?
Of course we would get a divorce. I could probably find thousands of women who would be a better wife than you. Maybe I'll find a cute girl who won't talk back to me.
If that's what you want, I won't try to change your mind. I've made my decision. I won't agree to send more money to your mother. I don't care if we get divorced.
Okay, let's get divorced right away. Then get out of my house once you have everything packed. I don't need a wife who doesn't support her husband and mother-in-law. Lily, when are you moving out of my house? We agreed that you would get out as soon as possible.
I still have to pack up everything. There is so much left. Moving isn't easy.
I need you to hurry up and get out.
Why are you rushing me? Is there something going on?
My mom decided to move in with me after you get out. Her current is too old. Since you're not going to be here anymore, I thought it'd be a good idea to have her live here.
What'll happen to your old house?
It'll probably not be worth much, but we're planning on selling it. Why are you taking so long to move out? I'm not going to take you back even if you beg me.
What are you talking about? I'm packing up your things.
What? What are you doing? Don't touch my things. Are you going to take my things with you when you leave?
No, Browns. I'm the one who won't be letting you into my house. I just finished packing up the last box. You have too many things.
Why are you packing my things? It's my house. You're the one who's going to move out.
Did you forget this house was passed down to us from one of my relatives?
So what? I'm still the owner of the house.
No, the house is in my name. Just because you're my husband doesn't mean you would have full ownership of the house.
What? What do you mean?
It doesn't matter if you see yourself as the head of the household. I'm still the owner of this house.
You're kidding me, right?
Why would I lie? I have papers if you don't believe me.
So can't have the house after I divorce you? Since when did you have the house in your name? No one has told me about that.
It was in my name from the beginning, of course. My relatives meant for me to have the house. I had told you right before we moved in. I guess you were too excited about the house to listen to me. I suspected that you forgot about it when you started talking about kicking me out. I was so confused at first, but I didn't really think you thought you had full ownership of the house. I didn't think you were that stupid.
Why would you have ownership of the house? I'm the one supporting you.
That doesn't matter. Get out of my house now. Now that we're separated. Don't worry, I'll deliver all your things to your mother's home.
This isn't funny, Lily. Don't touch my things without asking. I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, by the way, I changed all the locks on the house. You won't be able to come inside ever again.
What? Hey, Lily. Please forgive me. I will tell my mom to apologize and beg for your forgiveness. She will even get on her knees to apologize to you.
From what I remember, you were the one that wanted the divorce first. Because you don't want to lose the house, so now you are begging me?
Please, Lily. I calmed down. I'm perfectly calm right now.
No, Brown. There's not any chance for you and your mother. You two are such greedy and irresponsible. For the past 4 years living with you, I have been putting up with a lot. You treat me like your ATM machine and housemaid. You both want me to earn money and force me to do housework. I have to cook whatever you request. If the dishes is a little salty or sugary, you will scold me all night. You never touch the housework. I am the one to do all these things.
Lily, please. I will do everything you want if you give me another chance.
Never. I know I was old when getting married with you. And that's the reason why I put up with all the time. I was afraid that no one would marry me. But now, I've changed my mind. I don't need a man to live with. I need the freedom.
Please forgive me, Lily.
I am so sorry, Lily.
I am under a lot of pressure in our marriage. And your mother. She is such a bad woman. She never knows how hard to earn money in the city. I have to struggle a lot. While she just spends carelessly the money I earn. She relaxes and doesn't care anything. Now I will take over the house. There is no way you and your mother can step into my property.
Why are you so cruel? I'm your husband.
Have you heard what I say? Are there things should a husband do to his wife? You will never take a penny from this marriage.
Bye.
After all, Brown forced his mom to say sorry to me. But I don't care about it. Because of verbal abuse I had to endure, I got a fair amount of alimony from him. I'm satisfied with the divorce settlement. Without my sending money to his mother anymore, his mother was not satisfied with anything. She started buying things with his money without telling him. From what I heard, they fight every day. My ex-husband, however, found out that his mother also had debt. His financial situation became disastrous. I'm glad that they're finally get the karma they're deserved.
When sitting in penthouse, Kayla received a phone call from a stranger. At first she ignored it, but because of her sensitive responsiveness, she received the call, and there is the appearance of a woman.
Hello, this is Kayla. What's going on?
Hi Kayla, I'm Cleo.
Sorry? Do you misunderstand? I don't know any Cleo.
Of course you don't know me, but I know you comprehensively. I'm sorry to bother you, but there's something important need to tell you about your husband.
Who are you to tell me about my husband? The one sleeps and eats with me every day. There is something I don't know about him?
I'm sorry to say that, but please don't misunderstand me. I have just realized that recent period of time. Don't lose your temper, you just need to stay calm to hear me. I found out some troubling things about your husband and I think you should know.
Don't beat around the bush. It's waste of my time.
Your husband has been keeping some secrets from you. I've witnessed him engaging in dishonest behavior, like lying about his whereabouts and making inappropriate choices. He met at a coffee and then flirt me for 3 months. He acted like he didn't have wife and also a family. And I didn't know that.
I don't understand, how could he do that? We've been married for years. He always kisses me before he goes to work, before I go to sleep. And when coming to any places, he still took a photo and sent it to me. I know all his work, his relationship with people, and also his banking account. Are you sure about this?
I understand your shock, but I felt it was my responsibility to inform you. I've seen him involved with not only me, but also some another questionable girls. And making decision that could potentially harm your relationship and family.
I can't believe it. Do you tell me the truth?
I swear, all thing I tell you is the truth. When I spot the truth, I tell him, and he said to me that he just marry you because you're rich. And he can take the right to become the CEO of the company, after that he will divorce. When I met all the girls he has flirted, they said he'd tell them that decision too. He also promised to marry them.
I still can't stand that. And can believe that's the truth. I feel so confused. Do you have any evidence?
I can show you all the message and picture between Ma and him. And if you want, I can call him right now to take him here.
What's happened? Now I'm very angry and also lose my mind.
I can put me in your shoes to understand this situation. I feel relieved after saying that with you. Robert is a bad guy, you can't bring all your possession to that guy. I think I have to say sorry to you cause I partly made this bad thing happen to you. But sincerely, I don't know he has a wife.
Thank you for being brave to call me.
I can only offer advice, but ultimately, the decision is yours. It might be helpful to have an open and honest conversation with your husband, expressing your concern and give him a chance to explain himself. It's important to maintain trust and communication, even in difficult times.
You're right. I need to confront him and get answers. I don't want to jump to conclusions without hearing his side of the story, but it's difficult to think about the possibility of betrayal.
I completely understand. And I'm so sorry to see you have go through this terrible thing. Remember to take yourself throughout this process. Lean on friends and family to support, and consider seeking professional help if needed. You deserve honesty and transparency in your relationship.
Thank you, Cleo. Your concern means a lot to me. I'll take your advice and talk to Robert. If I can, let me invite you go for the coffee.
Thank you for not hating me and be friendly with me. Before I decide to call you, I imagine that you must be very angry and don't care about my advice. Even you cancel my phone call.
You know, I am very sentimental that when I received the phone, I wondered that I must take it. It was hard for me to believe, but when you willing to call Robert, I afraid he will come and I will be much disappointed. So I want to hear him say, not by the way you calling him to your place.
I know it's not easy, but I know that you can overcome that situation.
Thank for your words of encouragement.
Robert uses Kayla's money, brings another girl to a luxury restaurant, and then he is caught red-handed by Kayla. Robert uses Kayla's money, brings another girl to a luxury restaurant, and then he is caught red-handed by Kayla.
Robert? What are you doing here? Who is this girl?
Kayla, why are you here?
I ask you again. What are you doing here?
It's not what you're thinking.
I caught you red-handed. You hold the hand of another girl and have dinner with her at this luxury restaurant. You use my money. I'm so disappointed about that action, Robert. We have married for years. Why can you do that with me?
No, it's just a misunderstand. This is my coworker. I just invite her for dinner to talk about our business.
Coworker? Is there any coworker that holding hand and go for a dinner together?
Please don't get me wrong.
You said this woman are your coworker, right? So what department does she work in?
She works in.
I will ask her one question to prove if she works in business or not. Hey, what is the most important rule that a sale must follow?
The girl was very surprising when Kayla asked her that question, and she couldn't tell anything.
See? She doesn't know anything about business, and it's the proof that she's not your colleague. Do you want to say any more?
Okay, I can't side with you, that's the truth.
Actually, Cleo has told me that for a long time. But I need time to accept the truth and see how thick-skinned you are. How could you possibly have done that? We knew each other for many years that you always be a good man for me. You never gotten me sad or angry. And I believed in you. I given all authority to operate the company. Also, my father considered you as his son 'cause he has only daughter, that's me. Let's divorce Robert. I don't have romantic feeling with you anymore.
Are you serious, Kayla? You know, men in this world all have extramarital relations and they are all adulterer. But the difference is that his wife can find out or not. If he still takes care of the family, make money and never let his wife sad, he will be a good husband and a kid himself.
Don't drive me crazy by that stupid word. If you are a good husband, you won't lie your wife. I feel very fortunate because I didn't have any child with you through many years. 'Cause I always feel worry and have a little bit suspicions about you. Now, let's imagine if we have a child. I don't know how to tell them about their bastard father.
I love you and I never thinking about the day we divorce. All the girls that I met is just for business.
Don't explain too much. I don't have time to hear any lying word of you. I found a divorce petition earlier today, already signed.
I just took the liberty of dropping it off for you.
Aw. You stole my thunder. I was looking forward the day when I can file for divorce.
You don't know the truth, please don't do wrong things. If you do that without any thinking, you may regret about your decision when you're angry.
Why I have to regret about the person that's not worthy like you? Everything's is clearly, you can't give me the runaround anymore.
This is a misunderstanding, I just connect with these girls to bring benefit to our company.
No, Robert, I know everything and I will do everything before you do that. The one that can end this toxic relationship is me, not you.
It's okay, haha, but I still own your dad's company. Now I'm the CEO and nothing can change that.
What the hell is going on?
What tolerant you are. You think I marry you and do everything for you because I love you? Haha, I marry you because your father is a famous billionaire and he has only you. When I was authorized to organize the company, I achieved my purpose, became the king of cupboard. Every month I give you money because I want to take your trust and belonging. If we divorce, it mean I can take your father's company.
You've gone too far, Robert. Although you were CEO, but everything are still under my dad's deckison.
What a stupid idiot. You know, when we divorce, all the share you are owning will be divided into 2 parts. 50% is mine and all your assets will be splitted too.
It's mine, not yours. Who do you think you're talking to? I'm president daughter and I have more share than you, so you will be kicked out of the company.
I don't love you. And the day you catch me red-handed, I have prepared for it long time before. I have bought about 70% share of this company and now I can be voted as a president. I also have worked for this company for many years, so it's very easy to take prestige and trust of shareholder. So this company is mine.
That's it. I can take up with it. But I will protect my cop Amy. I won't let it fall into your hand. You've gone too far and you must suffer from the bad disastrous consequences.
You asked for it! I don't want to divorce with you. Because live with you longer I will have more trust in the company. And my position will be more and more steady.
Shut up and go away. You're a complete nutter. You have a lot of nerve. You piss me off. I will tell my father about your intention and we will sack you of the company.
After that, Kayla come to her home and decide to tell her father all about Robert guilty. When her father was watering the tree, Kayla came and hugged her father, whimpered.
Kayla, what the matter with you? Why you crying?
I will tell my father about your intention and we will sack you of the company. I have chosen wrong people to marry and now I have to bear the consequences.
Calm down, my little princess. Don't cry. The one that do bad things with you not worthy enough to take your tears. Save your tears for the happy moment. Don't cry for that great misery. I have spent over half of my life just to see you mature and happy. That's my promise with your mom, so I don't want to see you sad. You know, your mother will be very upset if she know you're unhappy, right?
But Dad, why I can have the beautiful love like you and Mom? I'm so disappointed about my husband. And I feel so sorry with you. Because you believed in my choice and give all the authority to my husband. The company is all your life. You established and developed it very well so it can become the big and charismatic company ever. I'm so sorry to let it into the hand of a bastard.
Kayla, calm down and tell me all the truth.
3 days before, a girl called me. She said that my husband has flirted her and she didn't know he has a wife. After she asked him about me, he said he just married me because of your possession. He has never loved me before. And not only that girl but also many another girl be treated like that.
Did you check it's true or not?
Definitely, I followed him for a long time and realized that he has a secret home in Texas. And he brings so many girls there, many time. Yesterday, I caught him red-handed. He took another girl to a luxury restaurant hand in hand. And when I came and ascertained, he was denying the truth. But I asked the girl, she's exactly his mistress.
What happened after that?
I offer him for divorce, but at the beginning he denied. When I exposed all the trust and he can say no word, he threw down a challenge. He said he has bought almost 70% shares of our company. Added with mine, he can become the president.
Haha, that's ridiculous. How hilarious he was.
What do you say, Dad?
All shareholders in our company are all my prestige subaltern. Don't worry. He can't do anything to despoil what does not belong to him.
Really?
Yes, I will find way to kick him out of the company and let him empty-handed. Because he made you cry. I won't forgive him.
Thank you, Dad! I will divorce with him immediately and protect all your assets.
It's okay, Kayla. You will find a person who can love you unconditionally and never treat you like the way I love your mom. Despite your mom are now in heaven, I still wait for the day I can meet her again. It will be the happiest day in my life.
I love you, Dad!
I will transfer all my shares to you and take more from my friend. And you can become the president. It's time for me to rest and I can't trust anyone else except you. Are you ready to shoulder this?
Yes, I will do it the best and don't let you disappointed.
Good job, my sweetie.
After that, Mr. Andrew have a conversation with Robert and notice him that he will be sacked and have nothing.
Mr. Andrew, it's my pleasure to meet you here. Everything runs smoothly and the money we can take is uncountable.
Robert, I knew you treated my daughter and now I will kick you out of the company. I've always been cautious about my daughter's well-being and it's only natural for me to be protective. My daughter's happiness is my priority and I will do whatever it takes to ensure she is treated with love and respect. Divorced with my daughter and left the company before I kick you out.
But what you can do, I have bought almost all the share.
You think you can lie me? I have called all the general meeting of shareholder and tell them all your crime. After that, they're all accept me to sack you. And you will left the company with empty-handed.
No way! I can't stand that. I am prepared for a long time. Why can it fail?
This is the ending of the one who bites the hands that feed you. Now you can go out of this room before I call the safeguard to cast you out.
In the end, Robert have no job and every bad things he did be exposed to everyone. And he can't find a job and become a homeless people.
Hey, Ariel. Did you finally make something delicious for dinner tonight? Don't think I'll allow you get away with serving slop like you did yesterday. I'm starving.
Yes, sweetie. I made an effort to create something I thought you might enjoy. I tried to tell you, but I was too preoccupied with work yesterday to prepare a nice meal for you.
What? You have a job? Ha. But, seriously, Ariel, let's stop with the jokes. Wasn't it you who came to me and asked if there was anything you could do around the house?
Do you know that I run my business out of our house, honey? While I'm here, I work virtually every day. I've tried so many times to explain it to you, but you never seem to listen. Before we got married, you were so amazing at listening to what I had to say. But now that we're married, it's as if you don't hear anything I say. You're not ill or anything, are you?
What on earth are you talking about? Could you please stop talking for a moment? Okay, I'm quite aware of your adorable business. But don't go claiming that what you do is anything resembling a legitimate job like mine, okay? And definitely don't try to use that as an excuse to avoid doing your tasks. You stated you wanted to be a housewife, and now you're attempting to avoid your responsibilities. Now, let's talk about dinner.
Yes, it is. I work from home and spend more time here than you, but I don't think it's fair to imply I don't have a genuine job. I believe I earn a reasonable wage for us. Dylan, I guess you're the only one among us who thinks I signed up to be a housewife.
I'd had enough of these excuses. Did you really believe you'd be able to marry and be someone's wife without being expected to do housework as well? It's part of the deal.
You are aware that we split all of our expenses 50-50, right? So I'm not sure where you got the idea that you could delegate all of the housework to me while I was working. At the absolute least, I'd like to think you'll be more understanding when I tell you I don't have time to make anything for us for supper. There are times when I am too busy to do anything, okay?
Let's get this straight, okay? Do you comprehend that I go to work every day? So I just don't have time to take care of stuff around the house.
And please understand that I work every day. And just because I work from home does not make it any less important than the work you do.
You just can't get off your high horse, can you? Just shut up already. Hurry up and start making dinner. If it tastes as horrible as it did yesterday, you're in for a treat.
So whether you think it's good or bad isn't really up to me, is it? But do you really believe I'm going out of my way to make bad-tasting dinners for you?
Did you consider that you might just be a terrible cook? You only appear to be excellent at talking back and making excuses. You realize all you do is laze around the house being worthless while running your mouth? You truly are a useless, worthless wife.
I'm not trying to argue with you, Dylan. But I truly believe that my employment from home is legitimate.
So you don't think you need to make any changes? You're just going to sit there and moan about bullshit to me?
But you're the one who's been whining about it all. I believe you should take a step back and attempt to gain some perspective on all of this. I am still doing and have been doing all of the chores around here. If all you have to say about what I do is complain, why don't you try cooking anything sometime?
Oh, you have a lot of guts to respond to me like that, don't you? You should know that I also live in that house. If that's what you mean by getting the housework done, I think you should take a step back and reconsider.
That is my point. You are the one that is upset over everything, not I. Anyway, I completed dinner. It'll be ready for you when you come home. So you don't have to worry about it. So, at the very least, you don't have to be concerned about that.
I promise I'll kick you out of the house if you're sloppy again. Ariel, I am almost there. My mother and father both worked, and my mother never grumbled about making sure the cooking was done correctly every day. She was the ideal wife. And then there's you, who can't seem to get anything right. You should strive to learn from her. She was a wonderful lady.
You are aware that your mother and I are not the same person, aren't you? Since your parents were children, times have changed. Are all these details fresh to you? In any event, I really don't appreciate being compared to your mother.
Wow, simply wow. There's nothing I can do to aid you, Ariel. And, to be honest, I don't think you have the strength to pull yourself together and learn the housekeeping skills you should already have. I mean, the very least you could learn to do is cook some stuff that is at least edible.
Okay. Fine. I'm not going to say anything else.
Hello, Ariel. I'm just texting to check that we can still come over to your place next Wednesday. I was wondering if there was a time that would work for me to swing by briefly. If it's not too much of a hassle for you, darling.
Oh, dear. I'm sorry, but I have a meeting on Wednesday. I'm attending an online meeting, but I'm not sure how it will conclude.
Oh. You've had a meeting? That's correct. Do you have a job, Ariel?
That's correct. I'm now working from home. To be honest, I work more than 40 hours most weeks.
Is that right? I don't think I knew that. Dylan always said you were a full-time homemaker. I'm sorry, sweetheart, I think I misread the situation.
No. To be honest, I don't believe it's your fault. Dylan is aware that I work from home. Most of the time, however, it appears that he simply cannot believe that I do. I suppose he just doesn't get the concept of working from home.
Oh, I see. But, sweetheart, shouldn't your husband be aware of your occupation? I sincerely apologize if my son said something that irritated you.
No. Rosa, you don't need to apologize for this. Please trust me when I say that I adore you. You and your husband both worked while you took care of the chores and cooking. You're also parenting 3 sons. It's very wonderful.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I'm not understanding what you're saying.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a little perplexed.
The thing is, I never worked again after I got married.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry, but there's something else I'd like to ask you in that case. Would you mind if I asked you about it later?
I'm not sure I believe you right now. So, where do you get off? It's pathetic if this is what you call being a housewife. You can't really do anything right now, can you?
Dylan, do you have another problem about dinner? Besides, are you really a nice husband if you lose your temperature wife for such selfish reasons?
I'm sick of your foolishness, Ariel. What if you just don't do anything? How does it sound to sit around the house doing nothing?
What? Are you certain that's what you want from me?
Sure, I am. You're such a useless woman. You're just a jerk who can't even do the fundamental necessities of housekeeping. How can you call yourself a housewife when your cooking is this bad? Just hurry up and start cooking dinner. If it tastes as horrible as it did yesterday, you're in for a treat.
Okay, good. I am not going to do anything.
Wait, what? And what exactly do you mean?
That's exactly what I meant. I heard what you said and intend to follow through on it. Anyway, best of luck in work.
Hey! What kind of silly little game do you think you're playing right now? And where did you flee to? Are you serious about doing nothing?
Of course, I'm serious.
You've got a lot of guts, don't you? So you're not going to cook anything, clean the toilet, or do any laundry. And you thought I, your husband, would be fine with all of this?
Yes? Of course. Isn't this just what you requested this morning? I'm merely doing what you ordered me to do, nothing.
You really don't understand it, do you? I don't think I've ever met somebody with such an ability to irritate me. That truly elevates you.
In any case, all you do is get furious and frustrated with me. Don't you think you should just give up at this point? Also, you also stink.
What game do you believe you're playing here? Are you trying to see how far you can irritate me? And how am I meant to live in this place if things are going to be this bad?
That is not my issue. I had a similar thought.
What on earth are you talking about?
I'm informing you that I've left the house. I refuse to take care of you and be forced to wait on you any longer. Do you realize how stupid you are, Dylan?
What? Please excuse me. You think I'm a moron?
You know, despite the fact that I make far more money than you, all you ever did was treat me like your obedient housewife. I don't know how many times I've had to explain it to you, but you do realize I make over $1 million per year, don't you?
You do not. I can't believe you could make so much money.
Wow. Wow, just wow. Did we really go so far as to marry, with you always thinking what I said was a joke? But, to be honest, that just goes to demonstrate how correct I was about you. Anyway, I don't really care what happens to you any longer. I want a divorce.
Wait! A divorce? Come on. Let us not be so hasty. These issues must be discussed and handled with care. What has happened to you all of a sudden? This is very unusual for you. Furthermore, are you serious about the $10,000? Do you actually make that much money?
I told you that while you were telling me how much money you make. But I know that if you were ever genuinely inquisitive about it, you could have checked it with some basic math.
I guess I just never bothered to do the math. I had no clue you were earning that much money. It's amazing.
So you're acknowledging it. That you were never interested in learning anything about your own wife. I should have known you were the type to project your own delusions of reality onto others. Well, in a million years, I would have never wanted to marry you.
What exactly are you talking about? Look, I'm not sure what you're referring to, but are you serious about getting a divorce? Just tell me where you are right now.
And why would I tell you that? I've already placed the divorce papers on the table. All you have to do is sign them and mail them.
But why? Did you truly despise being a housewife?
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm not a housewife. You just don't seem to grasp it, do you? Dylan, you need to focus on your listening skills. Speaking of which, I'm sure you had no idea your own mother stayed at home and did not work.
Wait, what?
You were always bragging about what a wonderful woman your mother was. She was often bragging about how well she worked and handled the house. So I talked to her, and she informed me that when she got married, she never worked again.
Oh, I see. Is this correct? I guess I just assumed she worked.
You mean she never sat you down and explained how tough it would be for her to raise 3 children on her own while working? She was only able to stay at home and concentrate on matters at home because of how much money your father made. That's the only way she could raise your children, feed you all, and keep the house tidy. So why don't you tell me all about the fantasy ideal that you were constantly attempting to make me follow?
Well, it's not as if I forced you to do anything. I didn't believe I was losing my cool all that much. But please accept my apologies, it was a mistake. I truly believe my mother worked, and I hope you can understand.
Dylan, you could never see, let alone understand, what was going on right in front of you.
Is there anything you'd like to say to me, Ariel?
You know absolutely nothing about your mother or wife. Or should I say ex-wife? I don't want to see you again after this. And has your mother already apologized to me?
What? She apologized? For what? I don't get it.
She apologized for having such a useless son. And for the anguish you inflicted on me. She stated she absolutely understood why I wanted a divorce.
Did she actually say all that?
And I have to agree with her. Even if I ignored you continually criticizing my job. Every day, all you did was critique the housework I'd done without ever offering to help. You were always sitting around critiquing me while drinking your beer. And it took a long time for me to realize that I no longer love you, Dylan.
No way! Of course, Ariel, you still adore me. Come on!
Actually, I think you've become a little strange. I no longer have even a speck of affection for you. Furthermore, getting rid of you will give me a lot more time to concentrate on my career. I'll finally be able to concentrate without having to worry about doing chores for some overgrown man-child.
So you're saying you don't like me now? You think I'm a man-child? I'm 35, you know?
Even at 35, you can't do the basic minimum to look after yourself. It's pitiful. You're only good at talking trash. Anyway, I'm never going back. So I hope you're having fun with the life you've created for yourself. Because I've been such a useless wife all this time, right? It's a good thing you're capable of handling everything on your own.
Wait! Please wait a minute. So, who will prepare my dinner?
What? Do you want to eat? You were always complaining about every dish I made you. Do you honestly think I'd cook for you again after all this?
But Ariel, if you don't prepare me dinner. So, what should I eat now? How am I expected to go on living like this?
You are truly a pitiful excuse for a human being. For a change, why not make or buy something yourself? I realize this may be a difficult concept for you to grasp, but we're going to divorce, got it? And I'm never going to prepare you dinner again. In fact, I never want to see your face again.
I apologize, Ariel. I should not have treated you that way. Please accept my sincere apologies. However, a divorce. I believe we need to discuss this more. Will you please reconsider? I'm going to change. I guarantee it.
No. Dylan, I've made my decision. So go ahead and tell me what you still have to say. Why don't you read back through those texts and think about what you've put me through?
I will. I pledge to reflect on what I've done and make changes. And, to be honest, I had no idea how much money you made. I'm going to quit my career and start helping around the house.
No, I'm afraid I'll pass on that.
But why?
You can't even pick what to have for supper. What makes you believe you'd be useful around the house? Dylan, I already know you're all talk. Anyway, why don't we just call it quits? Just sign the paperwork, okay? If you don't, I'll hire a lawyer. And the whole affair will become even more expensive.
You're so cruel.
Bye. What if you attempted producing your own foul food?
Dylan was in a rough position when Ariel requested a divorce. He immediately changed his mind after learning how much she made. He pleaded and begged her not to leave him, but she refused. Dylan never heard from Ariel after that. Even his mother supported Ariel during the divorce. He had no idea how much anguish he had caused Ariel. It wasn't until after the divorce that he recognized how thoughtful she'd been. He now realized how inconsiderate he was being to her. However, it was far too late by then. Meanwhile, Ariel is enjoying her single life while her savings grow.
I was in a supermarket managing my own business when a hooded man jumped at the cashier and pulled out a gun, taking all of the money. Everyone became anxious, but not me. Actually, I had been waiting for this to happen. Hey, idiot! Stop doing that action if you don't want to meet your incentives. Everyone cried out as the robber turned to face me. I then walked up to him while slowly removing my jacket. You made me lose my temper, baby.
Back off if you still care about your life. I have a gun.
Not anymore. He tried to attach me, but I immediately gave him a tight grip and pinned him to the ground. It's jail time, baby. That's how I catch a criminal. My name is Kat, and I always wanted to become a detective just like my dad. The process I catch the robber has been seen by a mysterious person, and then that person contacts me.
Hi. Can we have a talk?
Who are you?
Maybe you don't know me, but I know you clearly.
What?
Don't be surprised. According to the investment, I knew you're a detective. I want to hire you.
Go to the point, please.
I have a son and his name is Bob. He's a high school student. Reckless, clumsy, and spoiled. I want him to take over my business, but he seems to decline it. I can't understand what he desires. He's looking for a female bodyguard, and I choose you.
So you want me to pose as his bodyguard?
Yes, I will pay you a high salary.
Haha, that was the space of time I waiting for the most of my life. I can continue my dad's work that he couldn't complete B while spying Emily's famils. How many can you pay me?
$1 million.
Mission accepted, officer. I was so excited about this mission, but little did I know that I was about to get involved in the biggest mess ever.
I love my son more than anything, so do your best to protect him.
I'll make sure you won't regret hiring me, sir.
I will give you a very thick portfolio of Chase.
The first thing I was noticed was his attractive and handsome face. Tomorrow I will start my work.
I hope you can do a good job.
The next day I came to his house and this is the first time I met him. I came to his room and opened the door while he was sleeping. He lied in his bed, finally he opened his eyes and I almost dropped my jaw when we both stared at each other. I realized that he was the most handsome man that I had ever seen. And I was exaggerating.
So you must be my bodyguard? Why you came to my room without knocking the door?
Sorry, I think that you have waken up.
Wow, my mom definitely know my type. You are so beautiful. Do you want to become my girlfriend?
What? Do you want to die?
Oh my god, I like that kind of angry women.
I was hired to protect you, not become your girlfriend. Please keep the distance between us. Bob was about to touch me, but I gave him a powerful hit and then he flipped on the floor.
You have to protect me, not kill me.
Of course, but the condition is you keep the distance between us. I just come to introduce myself. Do have a good night, sir. After everyone became asleep, I tiptoed around the mansion and installed some spy cameras to watch. I send the ID of the camera to Pebble in my company for hacking it to watch every moves of Emily. I had to catch her soon to complete my dad's mission and get this nonsense job over and done with. The next day, together with Bob, I came to his school. Some of his friends immediately flocked around me like I was a celebrity.
That's my person. Get away from her if you want to continue learning in this school. I will give you money. Please get away from my eyesight. Oh, $1,000 for each of you to back off and stop looking at my bodyguard, loser.
Excuse me, sir, but I am not your person. Please don't call me that.
Those losers just distract you. Please focus on me.
I'm not usually distracted by stupid things. Suddenly, he slipped on a piece of rubbish and before he could hit his head on the floor, I caught him in my arms. That moment was very romantic. Our faces were so close, I was dive into his blue eyes for a few seconds. Just then, a pretty girl came running and screaming.
Teddy bear, what is the meaning of this? Are you cheating on me?
This girl is my bodyguard. She was just protect me.
What a relief! Teddy bear, I want to come to dinner tonight with you. I'm your one and only forever, right, Teddy bear?
Moa! She jumped into him and kissing him like a vacuum cleaner and then climbing on him all day. When we came home, Bob dragged me into his room.
Honestly, I don't like Lily. We just dated because our father have a contract in business and I can't destroy it.
Why have you told that with me?
I just want to be honest with you. I don't want you thinking of me as a bad man. Don't be jealous, Kat. I already broke up with her many times, but my dad didn't permit me to do anything he don't want. What a pity! From the day I was born until now, I have never lived for my desires. My parents arranged all my life. If you can, I want you to keep her away from me. Do anything that you can. I will pay more for you.
A week later.
What do you do to get Lily avoiding me like that?
Haha, just a little trick I used.
Wow, can you tell me?
But I won't permit you to smile.
Okay, I promise.
I told her that I'm lesbian and when she come to you, I pouted my lips for a kiss so she ran away.
Can you do that for me?
What? I know what you're thinking.
Today I want to have a day off and go shopping. Do you want to come with me?
Don't request for that, it's my duty.
I just want to consider you as a real friend, not for paying, and I have the right to force you to do anything for me. If you don't like anything, just talk to me. I won't do that.
Yes, thank you. When I and Bob walk in the street, we met some gangers. They seemed to know Bob.
Look at you, Bob. You have a new girlfriend? How bad are you? Changing girlfriend each week. Who can do that like our boy? It's a beautiful day and a great occasion to break someone's skulls. Do you think that, Bob?
What do you want?
Your girl, she's the most beautiful woman that I have ever seen. She can become my next friends. Or my next mistake, haha.
Stop talking nonsense, Rub.
He was about to touch me, but Bob jumped in and shoved him to the ground.
You were too dirty to touch her, Rub.
You stupid dirty bag, Bob.
How dare you?
Next, he was about to punch Bob, but it's my turn to protect him. I'll run home with my mom if I was you. Or not, you will came to see the Grim Reaper. I twisted his arm and he went screaming in pain.
Catch her, my brother!
Then a lot of boys who come with Rub ran to my side, and I don't mind to use my karate skills and knock down all of them. Then we get in the car.
Cat, you are the prettiest and coolest girl that I've ever met.
Do you know that?
Please don't do dangerous action to protect me. I'll protect you from now on.
Then he tend to hug me. You know what will happen when you touch me, Bob. Get your arm out of my face before it's too late. Suddenly, his face turned sad and he pulled away from me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think we get closer. I won't bother you anymore.
Okay, it's good. We're no more than an owner and a safeguard. I can forget about my mission and be distracted by anything else.
Okay, I understand.
Okay, good night. Then I go to the bathroom and watch the move of Mrs. Emily. It's more than a week, but I can't find anything unnormal. Maybe I'm too dive into Bob and forget about my mission. I need to find that secret room with the gold bars as soon as possible before everything get weirder. But when I have a chance, I looked all around the mansion and found nothing. A week later, Mrs. Emily has a business trip. It's my time to work on her room. After making sure everyone was asleep, I went to her room and I was checking her drawers. I felt someone watching me from the door. Bob.
What are you doing here?
I was looking for you.
You find me in a drawers? I don't think I could fit in there.
I can be catch red-handed. What should I do? Then, an unthinkable idea came to my mind. I walked up to him, grabbed his face, and kissed him on the lips. Surprisingly, I enjoyed it.
What's that about?
I have been kissing you.
I know it. No one can resist me, not even you.
I guess you're right.
How could I when you have just kissed me?
I tried to getting rid of his face, but he was following me like a leech. Then he forced me to watch the film with him. If not, he may tell his mother. And then I have watched his favorite him for 2 hours. When he finally asleep, I just found myself staring at his face. He actually so handsome. The next day at school, Bob has did something that when I came to school, everyone stared at me. It's a shock of my life that he told everyone that we are in relationship. And Lily was driving crazy.
This girl was lesbian and she just reached you because she's jealous that I'm I'm the one that she actually likes.
Bob ignored her and come to my side. He got on his knees instead. He started typing my shoelaces. I was very surprised.
Sweetie, I will get on my nerves if you flip of the floor just because of these shoelaces.
Then I pulled him to the side and start to confronting him. Hey, stop doing anything that influence me. Who are in relationship with you? You announced it with everyone without my permit? If your mom hear that news, what will she do? Why you never think deeply and become mature, Bob? That's why your mom force you to work under her control.
I like you and neither do you. So, we are in relationship, right? It's simple. And my mom is too busy to care about who I'm dated.
Are you crazy?
No, from now on, I decide to protect what I love and follow my dream. I was dreaming to become a chef, then I will open my own restaurant. But my parents always want me to take over their company. I hate that, so I acted like a kid and then they won't give me the company. Then I can do what I enjoy.
Bob, it's good to follow your dream, and nothing better than you can live with purpose. But you need to take a little time care about your parents. They sacrifice all their life to bring you to this world, raising you just to see you happy. Taking over your parents' company can help you have money to open your own restaurant. Do you think it a good chance?
Okay, I will think about it.
The only place that I didn't check was Mrs. Emily's bathroom. And I have to do that first thing in the morning. When wandering around, I find a button behind the bath. I put it, then a room behind the mirror appears. I found some important document which proof his dad was criminal. I feel so bad. Actually, I have a special care to Bob. I can deny that I want to be with him. When I come into the room, I was very surprised cause the room is full of gold bars. I used my camera and then took a lot of photos. I tried to find the document about this assets and someone behind has taken the camera from my hand. It was Bob's dad. He was raging mad. Just in time, my team come with some police and finally arrest Bob's parents. I stood on the path, smiled, and a colleague came to hug me. But Bob saw everything.
So, it was all about this? You're the spy and you want to ruin my family?
My smile disappeared right after I saw Bob. The sadness in his eyes broke my heart. That feeling is hard to describe. Bob, let me explain.
No, don't tell me anything. It's over. Congratulations on your successful mission, Mrs. Spy.
I saw him go away with the tears on my eyes. I want to run to his side and hug him, but I think this was for the best. 1 month later. I didn't see him and he never contacted me. It was bothering me a lot. I think I should pass everything and follow my dream, continue my dad's dream. Time flies. I finally studying criminology at university. One day, I decide to have lunch at a new restaurant and I was shocked to see Bob there. Bob, why do you do here?
I do what you inspired me and this is the results. This is my restaurant. Good to see you, Kat. You look more pretty.
Thank you. Then, he walk away. I feel sad but I can't come and hug him. I stand up and come to home. Then I see a shadow behind me. It's Bob.
I have waited for you for a long time and dream about the day we meet again, and this time I won't lose you.
He hugged me and then I can wait to kiss him.
Do you want to be my girlfriend?
Yes, I do.